All right, guys. Well, back at the 9 Club, huh? Can you believe it? Another episode. Kelly, Raj, we got a special guest today.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you. Shane Heyl is here in the hot seat. What up, dude? How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh,
Appreciate
God,
it.
Are you kidding me, dude? Listen, I'm a little off my game tonight. I don't have my double shot or my LaCroix, my LaCroix, whatever it's called.
The crack.
Yeah, the liquor store didn't have any of my
LaCroix?
They didn't have any of my normal shit. So I got to deal with
You
this
bought
shit.
it all. That's why.
So what's good, dude? Everything good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can't complain.
You're killing it, right?
Trying to.
Yeah? Killing it at life.
Yeah.
Gym life? Skate life? What other kind of lives you lead?
Shake Junt.
Shake Junt life. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
First and foremost.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. So let's start from the beginning. I want to start this thing from conception to where you are now.
This
Bring
is
it
your
in.
life.
You're from Arizona originally, right?
No, Long Beach, California.
Long Beach, but
Yeah.
you grew up in Arizona, right?
Grew up skating in Arizona.
Grew up skating in Arizona.
Yeah.
How long, when did you move out to Arizona?
Summer into going into 9th grade of high
Okay.
school.
Were you already skating at that point?
Yeah, just started skating. So I kind of picked up skating a little late.
How old were you? I started skating when I was 15, so that's pretty late. Yeah.
Ninth grade is like 14, 15,
15,
probably.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, starting to skate summertime. Going
Summertime.
to high school. I'm psyched. I'm going to go to high school with all my friends
Right.
in Long Beach. Here we go. Boom. No. We're going to Arizona. I'm like, Arizona?
Detour.
Wait, hold up. Because,
Right.
you go in high school, you're psyched,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here I am in Arizona. Don't know anybody.
Wow.
In the parking lot trying to learn how to shove it, kickflip, whatever, And I'm calling up my homies back in Long Beach like, hey, how do I do this shove it? What's up? What's going on? I don't know anybody. I'm going to skate shops.
Are you
Like,
calling Long Beach Larry?
no, I wasn't calling Long Beach Larry, but Long Beach Larry was a good homie of mine, and those were good times back then.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Long Beach Larry, man.
I don't even know who Long Beach
I hope
Larry
you're out
is.
there skating still, man. Larry Moore,
Okay.
Long Beach legend.
My cat's named Larry.
My cat's Leon.
Leon?
Yeah.
Leon and Larry.
Actually, King Leon Spinks.
Oh, yeah, King
let's,
Leon.
Let's
I-
get this right.
I see your little Insta stories.
Hey.
You make a little box for him with King Leon on it or whatever you did. What was that?
Well, you got your cat going through bags and
I-
stuff. I was just
you
like,
see-
yeah, how do I do that? I've tried.
Have you tried?
I've tried. You know my cat can ball, though.
Oh,
Like, catch. Like,
oh, okay.
yeah.
You know what my cat's recently doing? Playing soccer.
Oh, man. Okay.
So I have these little mini tennis balls,
Mm-hmm.
and I throw it along the ground, and she fucking goes back across the whole room, batting it back and forth with her paws while she's running.
Is she trying to shoot into a goal, though?
No, but she gives up halfway, and she like turns and skirts to the right, or left, whatever.
yes.
You guys have some pretty
Yes.
epic cats,
Oh,
man.
they're funny animals, man.
Well, I do love watching what you do with I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, she shakes like a dog,
Larry
That's
kills
a
it.
Shake. Yeah.
How old's Larry?
Year and a half.
Okay.
I'm teaching her the double shake now. So I got one paw in the right hand. I'm
Okay.
shaking it, right? And then
Yeah.
I say double shake, and she lifts her left paw up, and now I got both paws in my hand.
You're going to have to teach her how to do the Shake Junt handshake.
Yeah.
The two claps in the pound?
Yeah, 2 times if you know
Two
me.
times if you know me.
That's right.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to...
Because I don't know if you know about Murdy, which is Beagle's dog.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, God. We all know Murdy.
Cats and dogs.
Right.
Whatever.
Yep.
But you do see Murdy give him the 2 times.
Yeah.
Pretty special.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do...
That's amazing.
You know
Please.
what? I'm going to... By the time this fucking episode airs,
Yes.
I'm going to train Larry to do that. And I'm going to I'm going to put it on my Instagram for you. Hashtag Shake Junt.
Yes.
Yes.
At Goatmouf Gumbo.
Goat gonna give it to you. Oh, not to the early son.
Yeah, what is that? What is that Instagram name?
Goatmouf Gumbo.
Goatmouf Gumbo. What is that?
Friends used to call me the goat back in the day.
Okay.
And then it turned into goat mouth.
Why the goat, though? Greatest of all time.
No, it's like this whole. I used to drink a lot,
Okay.
and sometimes you pass out, and hey,
Oh.
yeah, all clothes on, whatever. Wait, what's going on? Take your
Right.
socks off, and it's like, wait, these socks aren't coming off. They're like glued to my feet. Just disgusting. Just like, what the hell's going on? And this my homie that I lived with was just like, oh, you got goat feet, man, like straight goat hooves.
Goat.
And
Wow.
then he just turned into like goat mouth, and I was like, all right, man. Goat mouth kind of stuck around for a little bit, and then later on, I was just like, I'm gonna add the word gumbo to it.
Gumbo. It makes sense. Yeah.
Because I was making an album at the time.
Oh.
And every song was a little different. So
Okay.
I was like, oh, gumbo.
So was that always your Instagram name from the very beginning? Was that your handle from the very? Or did you change it later?
It was Shake Junt Shane.
Okay.
because Costin hooked me up with that at a game of the Barracks I announced, and he was like, "Oh, and the rep is Shake Junt Shane," and I was like,
"Oh, you're like, yeah, that's pretty good." Yeah.
So then when I came out with the album, I was like, I gotta go change it. I gotta go to Goatmouf Gumbo.
I like it. Dude.
Yeah,
I like it.
And the
I'm sure
name
someone
of the-
was like going through their Instagram, like, who the fuck is this?
I
Yeah.
hate when people change their fucking name,
Yeah.
and I have to go into their profile to find out who it
Who
is.
was, yeah.
yeah.
I almost delete people because I'm like, who am I following?
Yeah.
You know, and it turns out to be one of my friends. I'm like, what the fuck you change your name for?
Hey.
Get the fuck out of here.
Stevie Perez just recently changed his name.
Did he?
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is this?
Stevie Yeah, see? I don't like
Well,
that
it's weird when
shit,
they change
you know?
it to a name that's not even theirs. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
something random to some random.
God, fucking
And you're
Raven,
like,
Raven
yeah.
Tershea keeps changing his name like every week.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the
California
fuck
Hot
you
Boy.
doing?
Well,
Like,
he's a legend.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
yeah.
Don't change your name. I like Goatmouf Gumbo. You know what I mean?
I gotta put out another album though.
Okay.
Gotta work on that.
Well, maybe we could write a song here tonight.
Man,
You
You
can do
know?
another album with Lil Wayne.
I know.
Weezy.
Yeah.
Let's do Scallow.
we're- well-
TikTok Scallow.
well,
Well,
we're-
yeah, Weezy. Let's go. Round two.
We're jumping way ahead.
Way ahead.
Way
Let's
ahead.
go.
You know,
Hey.
we were just on the Cats a minute ago.
Yeah.
Now we're fucking.
Dude, please.
Now we're
you
doing
got-
an album
You
with
get the
Lil
two
Wayne.
times with Larry, man. It's
I'll do the
on.
2 times with Larry.
Come on.
Yep. Okay, so let's go back. We'll get to the Lil Wayne album. We'll get to all this good stuff, man, because you're killing it. I love all the shit you do, man, with Shake Junt.
Right back
and
at you guys,
Chicken
man.
Bone, now with
Right
Simone,
back at
and
you
all that
guys.
stuff. No, so growing up in Arizona, right?
Yeah, grew up in Long Beach, moved to Arizona.
Okay.
Didn't have any friends. Love skateboarding.
Right.
Right. Here I am trying to learn how to skate. Don't know anybody. Whatever. Go to this high school, try to track whatever. Where's the skateboarders at? Boom,
Mm-hmm.
boom, boom. Meet some people there. And then found out there's this place called the Wedge.
Mm-hmm.
The Wedge was the spot. It's like where everybody went to skate.
It's basically a skate park.
That's where that hubba is, right?
That's where that hub is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was not a skate park there
Oh,
at that time.
there
It was
wasn't.
just these two little wedge things underneath
remember
the
that.
bridge. And that hubbo, I don't even think was really even skated back then. It was more about who could ollie the wedge. But anyways, that was a spot to go and meet people and whatnot. So I met Scott Coltman there.
Uh-huh.
And eventually met Erik Ellington and a bunch of other friends.
Aaron Piercy.
Aaron Piercy,
Wow.
for sure.
Was
So-
Scotty riding for Blind when you met him?
No, he was not.
No?
Yeah, that was a trip to hear about that later.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no way.
Okay.
Yeah, we all went to different high schools.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so it was kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
You just go meet at the Wedge.
meet at the Wedge, meet at a skate shop, do the thing.
Well, no cell phones back then. No, maybe a pager. Do you have a pager? Did they beep
No
you?
pager.
No.
No.
Okay.
Just take the bus, get to where you need to go, and
Hopefully someone's there.
like you would go to the Wedge and you knew people were gonna be there.
Right.
Like, no doubt about it.
or you just go
Right.
to the skate shop, and that was like, you know,
Oh.
let's just.
What skate shop?
It was Sidewalk Surfer back then.
How long did you live out in Arizona for? Till you moved back?
Well, the second I graduated, I moved back to Long Beach.
You were out.
Yeah.
Really?
Here you go. You wanted me to graduate high school. Here
it
you
is.
go.
Right.
I'm going to Long Beach.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and so all your buddies were still there.
Yeah, Eric
obviously,
and Scotty were still in Arizona, and there was Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe was a skate shop in Long Beach that had turned into a
Marges.
Yes.
Yeah.
turned into what?
So Zimbabwe was a skate shop that started to turn into a company,
Oh.
clothing company,
Oh, wow.
and then they took that, and then they started a skate shop called Marges, and they moved that to Huntington Beach. So I moved back to Long Beach knowing the owner of Zimbabwe, and he let me crash on his couch with a job working at his skate shop Marges.
Okay.
Yeah, and I rode for the company Zimbabwe. So I was like, this is a sweet deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a place to stay, I have a job, and I ride for this company.
Perfect. Was
Yeah.
that your first sponsor?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah?
Grind King.
Okay.
Grind
Grind King.
King,
I
yeah.
got trucks from them from a while ago.
Loved it.
Yeah. Okay, so you were hooked up when you came back to Long Beach. You got the place to stay, you got the board
Yeah.
sponsor, you got the trucks.
I was
You
good.
were good.
Yeah. And Don Brown was blessing it with Etnies.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
You seen the tough guy shot that Don did on this?
It's no fun.
Wait, you did it?
Oh, yeah. It's no fun.
His eyeball nearly popped out of his damn head.
Yeah.
You know, that's
You did
yeah.
this on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's pretty tough.
I listened to the podcast.
Right.
I've listened to every single one. I got to go back and now watch
Yeah.
all the ones,
Yeah.
you know.
You're probably going, like, what the hell is going on?
I know.
You guys do a great
We try to
you do a
describe-
great
Yeah,
job. I mean,
yeah.
seriously.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I love it. Every Monday morning.
Okay, so you're back in Long Beach, and you got your crew back. Did you ever come out with a video part for Zimbabwe or anything?
I mean, we
Did you
made
film
little
about-
411 commercials.
Oh, little
stuff like
411s.
that. Yeah.
Dope.
I mean,
Okay.
401 was like the what
That
you
was
wanted-
the
what you
shit.
wanted to be in.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, like
yeah.
Right.
that was that, you know.
Yeah.
And then yeah. So you had Zimbabwe, you had Grind King, you had the Flows from America, working at Marge's skate shop. And then Eric and Scotty, they moved back.
Dope.
Were they on Turtle at the time, right?
There was Turtle back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what
Turtle-
you're talking
Turtle
about.
skateboards.
Yep.
Back in Arizona. That was the clique back then. And then that turned into balance skateboards. And then balance skateboards.
Became part of Zimbabwe.
Right, because I was like, hey, I got this dude out here who owns Zimbabwe and stuff, and it would be pretty sick if we merged, you know, like you guys, you know, Zimbabwe and Balance under
Yeah.
one roof, you know, and that was called NFI,
Yeah.
Novak Ferretti Enterprises, I think was what it was called.
Yeah.
And so then here we are, Balance in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, that was around the time I met you.
Yes.
Yeah. You were like sleeping on the dude John's floor.
Yep.
And like Mike Bell and I just come crashing in the house.
Dude, Mike Bell, man, what are you doing right now? Because this guy comes out of nowhere. We didn't know who Mike Bell
He
was. And
ripped.
it's just like, what? This guy's front boarding like 13s back then was just huge.
Yeah.
Like he could do everything.
Yeah.
Like here's my 10-minute video part. You guys, let's put out the video. Like, whoa,
Wow.
Yeah. Mike was really good.
Mike Bell.
Yeah,
Mike Bell.
he blew out his ACL, and
Oh,
that was
really?
it for
That
him.
was it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
He still
Damn.
skates though.
When did you start hooking up with like the Baker dudes? Were they just all friends? Like, I mean, you knew Ellington, right?
Right.
And how did it formulate from there?
Well, from Long Beach, moved to San Diego,
Oh.
downtown San Diego.
Why'd you move down there?
Long Beach, Zimbabwe, Grind King, the whole deal, whatever. Marges is gone now. Marges is history,
Okay.
and Zimbabwe is history.
Gotcha.
Like, that's out.
Right.
All right. Back to what am I going to do?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
right.
So, go out to San Diego. All right. Get a job.
Yeah.
At Tamieto,
Right.
screening boards.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me do this. You know,
Right,
like
right.
they're giving me like a free board and set of wheels every 2 weeks.
Oh, there you go.
So I was like, all right, work, make
Here's
money.
your paycheck, and here's the board and some wheels.
Right.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, this is the best job ever, and I'm learning what like to put graphics on skateboards. This is shit.
That's dope.
You know.
But so you had no other sponsors at that point, like the board thing was done.
So I'm watching Erik and Scotty just get on zero.
Okay.
And I'm just like, wow, they're going on these trips. They're going out skating the streets. They're filming for this part. I'm just like, wow, I want to be a part of
And
this.
Zero's blowing up at the time.
It's blowing
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
you know? And so I'm working at this place and I'm just like skating as much as I can when I can.
Okay.
Thinking I'm like, all right, I'm not good enough to maybe get on zero. Maybe I'm good enough to get on foundation.
Yeah.
Because they're all together. Toy Machine? No way. They were the best. So
Yeah.
it's like not getting on toy, dude.
Yeah.
Let's just face it real quick. But, you know, foundation was not, it wasn't Rolling Thunder days.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking like, I won't say where, but yeah, it was in a situation where like yuck foo and whatever graphics were coming out.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
But yeah, so I got my shot. They're like, hey, we're going on this big U.S. Canada tour, and we want you to come on. This was Mark Waters at the time,
Okay.
was the team manager.
And you skated with all of them. No sponsor me tapes. No, you were just in the mix.
Actually, I mean, there was footage accumulated, so
Right. Okay.
obviously there was probably some stuff to.
There
to
you
see.
go. So you go on this trip.
Yeah, they're like, hey,
Yeah.
quit the job, keep going. So all my buddies that I work with are like, fuck you, what the fuck, you're going on this trip? Like, I'm like, dude, this is my shot, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go for it.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Why,
ride.
would they
dude.
have you quit though? Like you're already working in their warehouse.
I know that's
screening
pretty
boards.
funny.
I'm gonna be gone for like 3
Yeah.
weeks or something. So
They should have just been like, all right, just go on the trip, skate, accumulate some footage. Job will always be here for you.
Well, they needed to hire another guy.
Well, I mean,
to
sure, they
screen
needed to get
boards.
someone to do it.
Yeah.
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 They weren't just going to pause their production for Shane to
True.
come back.
True.
go on the trip, come back. Todd Swank, hey, yeah, it's not gonna work the day I get back.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, can I still skate
Thanks
boards
for the
though?
thanks for the best trip of my entire life to this day.
Really?
Seriously.
They fucking.
Well, I blew it. I blew it.
How did you blow it?
I blew
What
it.
did you
Were you
do?
partying or
You
something?
cooked it?
Partying.
That'd be-
Uh-oh.
no.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I
would do. I was
Go
go
mouth.
mouthing it up.
Go mouth.
You know, letting it
Right.
loose, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, when we're skating these demos, and it's like I'm with Brian Anderson, Mike Maldonado, like
Yeah.
Matt Mumford, and
Oh, it was like a full on like Tamieto
this was
tour.
the Tamieto tour.
Yeah.
Toy Machine.
Zero. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's like,
That's heavy.
and here's the flow kids. Like I was one. Tony DeSilva was another.
Okay.
And
He
I
made the
think-
cut.
He made the cut.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, good old Tony. Got a good 3-flip. He's a demo killer too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would do my little weird moves that I do, switchboard bigs down a handrail, whatever, no slide this and no crook that, whatever, heel flip out of something, and then it's like, you know, but I'm raging the whole time because I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm living it up.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, my birthday, I turned 21 on that trip, and I was
Sick.
like,
Wow.
lights out, I'm getting bucked.
Yeah.
Were you now?
Do
Were,
this.
were you?
demo the next day? I was like, chilling with Mumford. I'm like, I'm not skating this thing. I'm hung over, man. Like,
Damn.
fuck it.
Were you always wild, or were you just you were wilding out?
No, I
'Cause
was.
you were-
I mean, that's who I was.
Okay.
You know, I was
Yeah.
trying to do my job at the same time. I'm gonna have fun.
Of
Yeah,
course,
You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I'm
And
just
I
wondering.
Never,
yeah.
I never fit foundation. I didn't. John West and Daniel Haney and like
Yeah.
I did not mix with this crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
You're skating ledges while they're skating handrails.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I appreciate all those dudes and respect them all as you know. But I wanted to ride for I don't know. I just wanted to be with the whole situation going on at Tumieto,
Okay.
and they gave me a shot.
Yeah.
And thanks for doing that. Seriously, because like I get to look back at that and be like,
Right.
but here's the click. I walked to Tumieto to go like, hey, I'm about to get on this whole trip with Foundation and go on this Tumieto tour. Like, all right, I'm going to go talk to Mark Waters, the TM at the time. There's Scott talking to Jamie. And I'm like, what's going on? Real deep conversation in the corner. I'm just like, hey, man, what's happening with those guys out there? Why does he look all bummed? Oh, he's getting let go of Zero right now. And I'm like, that's my best friend, homie. Like, he's getting let go of Zero the same day I'm getting accepted to go on this big trip.
Oh,
so I'm
wow.
like, whoa, hold up, brakes.
Yeah.
I'm not going on this trip with Scott.
Yeah.
He's not coming. Like, no, he's getting
Really?
let go of Zero right now. I was like, this sucks.
Damn.
Like, how can this happen on the same day?
Yeah.
The switch, you know?
But I mean, you're not going to pass that by.
No,
just because
of course not.
I mean, you're bummed that your buddy.
Yeah, and we lived together too, so it was
Yeah.
just like, I mean, yeah, it was rough. It was rough.
Was he like, oh fuck, you get to go, and I'm fucking. Did you
Well,
guys
I mean,
talk
it was,
about
it was
after?
the trip wasn't even on his concern, really. It wasn't the trip. It was more like, I don't ride for Zero anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know? And then Erik being like, dude, Scotty helped get Erik on Zero.
Okay.
And so Eric's still on Zero. You know, it was tough.
It was
You know,
yeah.
we're best friends still to this day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it was rough.
Damn.
You know?
Why, do you know why they let him go?
I don't know.
Okay.
You know, maybe it didn't work out.
Because
but-
he was enthralled of it all, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, like I never really seen him in another video, the
Right.
Zero video again. I was just
Yeah.
back then. You didn't see day to day stuff. You just saw the video like once a year. You would see
I
a
mean,
video come out, and I'm like,
But
what
back
happened
then,
to
I think
him?
skateboarding was a lot more like just we're gonna go to a spot, we're gonna have fun. If you get it, you get it. You know, it wasn't
Yeah.
so like we're gonna go to this spot, I'm gonna do this shit, I'm gonna bang this out, and it's like maybe that wasn't his style. You know, and
Yeah.
it was just like, dude, this is kind of ruining it for me.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Like I've put people on Shake Junt before, and they're just like, hey man, like I don't really want to film video parts. All right, cool, just do you, have fun,
Yeah.
whatever. You know, like I don't really
yeah,
give a shit.
Mhm.
Like, but I know there's certain people that run a company a certain way.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
we got to do a job and we got a video to pull off. And I don't know, talking about this to kids now probably doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You know, like what are you talking about? Dude? That's
Yeah.
all I do is
One thing that most people don't know about Scotty Copeman is he was on Blind before Guy Mariano was.
Oh.
Like, and he was like supposed to be the young dude,
Oh.
like on Blind, whatever. But apparently his parents wouldn't let him leave
break it down.
to like go to California to
Yeah.
go film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So like basically they had to let him go.
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
He could have been the Guy Mariano.
He could have been the guy more right.
Yeah. I always thought that was so sick.
So now you're looking for another sponsor, right? Oh, because you don't have a job anymore. You don't have a job at Tumieto.
And
They
you got
said
let
it's not going
go?
to work out.
Yeah. So we went. Okay.
did
So
they-
so San Diego's a wrap.
You're done with it.
We're done.
Back to Long Beach.
We're going to Huntington because
Oh.
we hear like, hey, you know, like this could work out.
There's a scene up there too.
Right. So we go over there and we're like, okay, where are we going to live and all this stuff. And
Was this right when they built the Huntington Park?
yes,
Oh, the little small.
it was
one.
already, it was popping when we went there.
Okay.
So I believe it was pretty fairly new though, I think. Yeah. But we get to Huntington and we're staying at one of our friends' house while we're looking for a place to live. While we're there, we find out like Andrew and Greco and Sumner, they had an apartment that they were kind of moving out of. And we're like, oh, maybe we can move into this old one, like switch it out.
Switch
You
it
know,
up,
and
right.
that was kind of like, for me, like the first encounter. Like,
Oh.
like who's this guy drinking in the middle of the day? Like, Ali Boulala?
Oh,
Like,
wow.
who's this? You know,
Damn.
and it's like, okay, Sumner. Drew. I'm like, all right, meeting more skaters. This is what's up.
Right.
Yeah.
So me and Alyssa, we put on our best outfits and we go get a place and we're just like, all right, we got a spot, guys, and there it is.
So you swapped out. You got their apartment.
We didn't get theirs.
Oh, you didn't
We
get
went
theirs.
and got we went and got another one on Warner Avenue,
Warner, right?
and that was Erik, Scotty, me, and Alyssa.
Wow.
Yeah, we just
Damn.
all right. Now we're in this spot in Huntington on Warner Ave. Then those guys moved from where they were living onto another apartment on Warner Ave.
Okay.
And so now we're just like seeing each other all the time,
Yeah.
skating the skate park all the time.
Sick.
And it's like getting to know each other. And now
Yeah.
it's like we're a big posse.
Being up here, I'd always hear about Warner Ave. Like
Dude,
it was a big,
the
it was a
Warner
big,
Ave.
it was a big thing, you know.
Yeah.
It was like a huge like Warner Ave. I never even
Yeah.
been down there, you know.
I mean, it was just a couple apartments.
Right.
You guys made Huntington crack off, dude. Like
Oh, yeah.
I
going
think
to the
so,
park.
yeah.
I would go to the Huntington Park as a kid and see you guys there, and you guys were just going like, that was the one time in my life where I could see like every pro skater would be at that park.
There was a good
Yeah.
scene. And if people really knew how big this park was, they would trip.
Dude,
Yeah.
the
It's like
size
it's
of
as big as this apartment. Yeah.
It's
You're talking like 50
literally-
feet by like 50 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. With a small pyramid and a flat bar.
Yeah.
And like, dude, good luck weaving in and out. But people worked with it, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like the people that you saw, to see Tom Penny skate there was just
I was just
unbelievable.
about to bring him up. Yeah.
Really unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when the lights started to go down and there wasn't like, oh, we're going to turn on the lights. It was like you're skating in the dark.
Yeah.
Penny would skate in the dark.
Wow.
I'd
No
always
problem.
trip out on the hip he would skate over the kinked rail.
Yeah,
That-
dude.
That little bump,
Right?
You know?
It was like vert.
Dude, that
Yeah,
thing
it's
was
hard to ollie on.
fucked.
It was like walling.
Yeah,
over.
it was like nollie cab over it. You're like,
Yeah,
what
no
the
problem.
fuck? Yeah.
It was sick, man. But yeah, you just pull. So that's another way how we made money. We just pull up to the park, pop the trunk, boom,
Yard
sale,
Seriously, right?
come up, and we would make a lot of money selling all this product. And then we'd go to Ralph's grocery store and we just buy a bunch of booze and food and barbecue it up. That was like a big thing for us. It's
Okay,
like, all right,
yeah.
we didn't go to bars. We didn't try to go to any like house party. We had it.
Yeah.
Like, we had the park here. We
You
had
had
the
the crew.
homies. We had the apartments to bounce back and forth with. Yeah, we're straight.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's living it up, you know.
You think I would have fit into that crew back
Hell
then?
yeah,
Yeah.
we did. Yeah, man.
I just want to make sure, man, because I'm not really Goatmouf.
I don't think
Gumbo,
I could fit
you know.
back in that crew now.
No?
I mean, no.
Yeah, you would.
I've changed a
you
little bit.
can't. There's no way I could.
I changed a
This
little bit.
fucking guy, huh?
I don't even think a lot of Dustin he's still number one with
Yeah.
that. Man.
Yeah.
He's killing it up in the drunks, you know.
So back then, Reynolds, who did he skate for back then? It wasn't like Birdhouse?
Birdhouse?
Or,
Yeah.
Was it Birdhouse?
Yeah, all
Oh,
those guys.
shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sumner, Greco.
So you guys were rolling there for a while. And did you go, get a new sponsor or anything? Were you or were you even like
You ended
worried?
up going to Stereo though.
Yeah, so
Oh.
Dustin was in the picture.
Okay.
So Dustin, I met out in Huntington.
Right.
And then we became friends. And
Gotcha.
then he rode for Stereo. So he's like, hey, come out to San Francisco with me. You got
Wow.
a car? Like, let's go. There's a place called Six Newell out there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What's up? I'm living there.
The Newell House, right?
I was like, dude, hell yeah, let's go. So
Yeah.
I would just go kick it at Six Newell with Dustin, and Gerwer lived there at the time, and
Rad.
you know,
Yeah.
great people. They had a whole. They had that was their Warner Ave. You know,
Right. Yeah,
Six
exactly.
Newell was the shit. You know, great people, good times, all about skating, and just it was seriously the same situation every skate house has. You know,
Yeah.
so did that for a while and got to meet some people, and the next thing I know, I was getting stereo boards.
Perfect.
And it was another flow situation.
Okay.
You know, so it was like, but at this time, it's like a little bit better because now we're like filming for a video. And it wasn't just a stereo, it was going to be in this deluxe video with all the other.
It was their own thing.
Yeah, because they were trying to do their 20-shot sequence.
So now you're trying to get on filming with them and everything.
Yeah, I'm
right?
going.
You're going for it.
Yeah, let's go to Hubba Hideout.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Hubba Hideout.
Things pretty
Yeah,
intimidating.
you know, it's like, yeah, you go to a spot that has a legendary, you got to check it out.
Of course.
It's like, this thing is fucking huge.
It's huge. Yeah.
How do you get up this thing? Nollie, crooked? Yeah. Come on, man. You know, I mean.
Did you do anything down it?
Yeah, I
Would
got
you-
I got the switch no slide big spin.
Switch no slide big.
I was so proud.
What video was that in? Was that in a video?
Last trick of my part in stereo video.
Stereo video.
Yeah.
What video? What stereo video was that?
So it was called DLX or something. I don't know. But
Okay.
It was a compilation of Real had a part in there, Stereo had a part in there.
Dope.
So
Yeah.
everybody had a little.
I don't know. That one, I missed that one. for
Yeah,
some
most
reason.
people probably did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, but the team for Stereo back then was the shit. Pete Eltridge,
Oh, yeah.
Dustin,
Oh, yeah.
J.R. Neves, rest in peace.
Oh yeah.
He ripped.
Wow.
So J.R. at the time was like, you know what? They're about to turn him pro.
Okay.
He's like, nah, man. I will not turn pro unless you put Shane officially on this team.
Really?
And I was like,
He had
damn,
your
JR,
back.
don't do that, man. Like, you're
Yeah.
about to turn. He's like, no, fuck that, man. We're going to get you on. That's how cool JR was, man.
That's
Damn.
amazing.
Like, we go on trips and stuff. We did a couple East Coast trips
Yeah.
and, like,
I don't know if I would have done that.
He
for
was.
you,
He was. Hey, I know, right? Like,
I'm just
I
playing.
don't know you that well, bro.
No, that's a fucking amazing. Though.
Yeah, he was one of a kind, man. Like seriously, like would look out for you no matter what.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
sick. Pete too, man. Like and
Pete's
Dustin,
a
we had a sick family, man.
That's
and
a-
Chris
that's rad.
Pastors is the shit, dude.
But
Like,
you weren't living up there in San Francisco. You'd go up there for.
I would stay out there a lot.
A lot,
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Yeah. So
Definitely.
did you get on the team?
So this is weird. Like the video comes out, I got a part.
Yeah.
Then an ad comes out
Oh.
after this video, and they list the team,
You're not on there.
and I'm like, I'm not on there.
Wow.
And so, to this day, I don't think you really put me on, Chris.
No way.
You never
I
asked?
think you kept me flow, bro.
Really?
You never asked him though?
Yeah.
Like,
What
was up?
happened?
I was getting bored. I was in the video. I mean,
You're-
whatever,
you're
dude.
cool
I didn't
with
get my
that,
name
yeah.
on the ad, so what?
Yeah.
Whatever. I got the switch nose biggie down. How's that?
Exactly, dude.
But
Sup?
but it's
What's up?
but I mean, like, fuck, it's a great thing to be a part of. I mean, like, that must have hurt, though, right? I mean, your name not being on there, you must have been.
It
like,
was
what
it
the
was just
fuck,
kind of
man?
confusing.
Like, yeah.
But at the same time, I was in the video with my name popping up, so I was
that's
like,
true,
dude,
that's true.
I'm straight.
Yeah.
You know.
So how long did that last?
Until I think it pretty much stereo fizzled out.
Okay.
But stereo had a good. It was fun.
Yeah.
At that time, stereo wasn't like the stereo if you grew up on like with Jason Lee and Ethan Fowler.
Yeah, it wasn't a visual sound.
It wasn't that
Yeah.
at all.
Right.
It was definitely on a whole different playing field.
Yeah, they were like
definitely-
trying to like compete with like Wet Willie and you
Yeah,
know,
I think
like
that's
Flame Boy
yeah,
kind
they
of
had
shit.
scratch and sniff graphics, man.
Wow, really?
What are you
They've kind of changed their steez up a couple times.
It's cool to see stereo back again.
I think it's
You know?
rad now.
Oh, hell
it's
yeah.
fucking amazing. You
Yeah.
got Tommy Finn. You got I mean, so
Yeah.
many rad dudes on there. You know. Okay, so stereo fizzled out. What did you do after?
So at that time, you got to remember that Baker's being brewed.
It's literally right.
Literally.
They're literally they're literally
That's-
brewing it in the back of
that is happening.
Warner Ave.
You know what I'm
right?
saying? So
Yeah.
like Dustin's like doing the stereo thing, but knowing like he's about to go to Baker.
Okay.
You know, Mike Maldonado.
Yeah.
He's doing. Mike quit Toy Machine and then had a period where he's like, "Damn, I can't wait this long for Baker."
Right.
So I think he hopped.
Did you guys
on.
know that it had become a board brand, or is it like?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just gonna be like a homie video.
Who?
Well, that's what the whole thing
Yeah.
started off as, the Baker
Yeah.
Bootleg video.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Who's like it was Reynolds who started it and who
Well, you got
else?
Jay Strickland.
Jay
you got
Strickland, right?
Reynolds. You got,
Reynolds.
Greco.
Mm-hmm.
You got all those guys that lived like that original posse that lived over there.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, those guys were on it.
Wow.
But wait, when they were making the Baker bootleg video,
Mm.
like was that their original intention was like, all right, we'll make this into a brand one day,
I believe so.
right?
Yeah.
Dude, you guys hit the map on
Oh,
that
yeah,
one.
for
I
sure.
remember
Yeah.
seeing
That's those guys, though. That's those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
Oh.
like the entourage kind
Yeah.
of thing. I mean,
Okay.
I knew those guys. They're still my best friends to this
Right,
day, you
right.
know, and stuff. But that was their whole deal. Like,
Yeah.
those were the big guys.
when I saw people when they started dressing like that, like the tight pants, and they were, dude. I saw skateboarding just like so many of my friends or people I'd seen just started dressing
But
like
funny
that.
story about that is that Allie looked like kind of dressed like Tom Penny.
Yeah.
And so baggy blue jeans and some Costins, whatever, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and Greco, whatever, had his scene going. And seriously, overnight, go over, I'm like, Allie,
What you wearing?
hair's gone, dyed black, skin tight jeans, the whole kit got changed. Him and Greco, like game changers.
They went
Why
to the
did they
thrift
do
store.
that? Why? What was their?
Why do we do a lot of things that we
Yeah.
do? I mean, it's just like,
Well,
hey,
listen,
we're
I'm
just,
not gonna just wake up one morning and
well, you
put
listen
on
to a
skinny
bunch,
jeans
you
and
listen to, I
fucking-
don't know, you're just caught up in, you know,
I
you're
get
drinking,
you.
you listen to Sex Pistols,
Right.
Ramones,
Johnny
the whole
Thunder.
Johnny Thunder. So it's just like, you know what, whatever. Like, I'm gonna just do this.
Yeah,
This is
that's
I feel
true.
more comcomfortable,
Yeah.
like hanging out like this, and
Oh, did you ever put on the skinny
and then
jeans?
no,
No, you weren't. You didn't feel comfortable.
no, couldn't hang. Not for me.
But that when they did that though, it totally matched their skating.
Oh
you
my
know what
God.
I mean? Like
Yeah,
it-
I mean,
it-
you got to
it-
know that we were just, and then we were popping off with the piss drunks thing.
Yeah, that's
and when
right.
that started, it was just like, okay, here we go. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know how some of these guys even held on to careers. You know, like,
Yeah.
and there was another thing too. So, stereo ended.
Mm-hmm.
Piss drunks is popping. I'm riding the coattails of a lot of these guys that are like, I watched a lot of my friends turn pro. I watched Mike Maldonado turn pro. I watched Alyssa Steamer turn pro. I watched Erik Ellington turn pro.
Right.
I watched Allie turn pro.
Wow.
These are all my close friends just turning pro around me.
Yeah.
And we're celebrating. We're doing it big. And
Right,
we're like,
yeah.
oh, you got a $700 check, you're pro? Let's go do this, dude. It's like, let's go to the bar and whatever. You know, like, let's spend that money. You know,
course.
like, what's yours was mine. And kind of like, that's how we lived.
Well, plus back then, rent a couple $100 a month.
It was nothing. I mean, you
yeah.
got a skate house with all those people. It
Yeah,
was seriously,
cheap.
and we
Right.
seriously, like, Allie looked out for everybody, and everybody looked out for everybody.
That's amazing.
It was the shit.
I
You
love
know,
that.
Dustin, Eric, everybody. You
love
know,
that.
Those
so
flip, like all the flip dudes were making a lot of money then. I feel like.
dude, I thought, no one. If I look back now, no one was making money.
No.
You know, they were making enough to like, all right, I can pay my rent and I can eat and drink and do whatever I really want because, hey, they're not buying cars. They didn't buy cell
It was a
phones,
simpler time back
No one had
then.
computers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't much.
Yeah.
We lived simple.
Well, Motorola Razor wasn't that much.
No.
Wasn't it too expensive?
So I mean, that was what was cracking.
Well, now,
you know?
how did you feel though when everybody was turning pro around you? Were you just like, man, what?
I always thought that you know what? I just never was. I'd faced it. I wasn't good enough.
Really?
I was just never good enough to like. I'm never gonna turn pro. So that's that, and I'm just gonna like skate, love to skate,
Right.
and just do
Do your
what I
thing.
can do. You know, I'm gonna push myself, but
Yeah.
maybe not push myself as much as I should have. You know, got caught up in a lot of partying.
Right.
You know, and then go on the session with these guys sometimes when they're going to go jump down something or whatever. I'm like, you got it. And I'm just like, why aren't I up there? Like, why am
Yeah.
I pushing myself? You know, and it's
Right.
like,
You became a cheerleader.
a little bit. And then, you know, every now and then I'd find my time to go do something, you know, we're going to Bricktown. Let's go to Bricktown and huck ourselves, you know, like, all right, let's go. I don't know. I wasn't big spinning front boarding big rails. I wasn't frontside flipping big stairs. I wasn't, you know, kick flipping off big
And
things.
that
you
was
know?
kind of like the
Yeah.
thing back then too.
You know,
right? It
like
was
I kind of like skating ledges and
Yeah.
doing my thing, and every now and then
Right.
rails, you know. But
Did you skate? Did you get anything on Bricktown?
fakie ollie,
Damn,
That
that
was
was the
huge.
spot though back
dude,
then.
that was the spot, and
Yeah.
it was like the fakie ollie took me so many times
yeah,
going back. you
yeah.
know?
That's
could-
tight, though.
Which spot was the Bricktown? What was that? The
10 stair with the brick.
Famous 10 stair that you land into a bunch of bricks, and there's a rail
Yeah,
there.
okay,
And costing back nose blunt. You're just
Yep.
like, what?
Yeah.
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 That's tight though. Got a trick on that.
End of what was it? Not Welcome to Hell, but jump off a building. Toy machine jump off a building. Fakie ollie the stairs, slam, slide 50 feet or whatever, and then a lady comes on the speakers and is like, "You guys must leave."
Oh
now."
yeah,
I was like, "I made the video.
that's
sick."
That's tight.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
You probably watched some epic shit go down there.
That's
man.
for sure,
right?
for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, I've watching all those guys skate. I've seen it all.
bet.
You know, I watched Greco pretty much like go to this Belmont 10 stair. It's no longer there anymore, and it was like, okay, he's about to get on zero, kind of like Jamie's there, and here's Greco just skating the rail. But I think what was happening was Jamie was probably looking at Jim like, oh man, maybe you could ride for this company.
Right.
Let's go skate.
Yeah.
He just goes to town on this set of stairs and this rail, like back 5-0, whatever, back lip. His truck's falling off. He picks his board. He doesn't even know his truck's off. Like the kingpin had broken. The truck's off. He's running back upstairs like, yo, your truck's not on the board. And he's like, oh shit, what? But yeah, that was his back 5-0 and his zero part.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that the fat, the one in the back, kind of?
Yeah, so steep.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. That one was
Huh.
super steep,
Yeah.
dude. And it was the fat, square one.
A lot of rad shit though, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Watching Alyssa go through what she's gone through, it was just like,
I mean, that listen,
MVP.
man. She MVP, right? I mean, for the she was like the first female that came on the scene and was
Yeah.
like murdering it.
Yeah. For
right?
street,
Like,
yeah.
For street, yeah, exactly.
and it was just, Alyssa's just was, she's just one of us, man. Like there wasn't, how people would come to me sometimes, be like, hey, what's up with Alyssa and all this stuff. I'm like, what do you mean? What's up with Alyssa? What's up with you?
Yeah.
Like, we're here to skate. Like, what? She would go to contests and be like, I don't want to skate in the girls' competition, but I will because I'll take that money.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Now let me put me in the dudes' competition.
Well, that's how I always feel. I always
You know?
feel like don't mix up the girls and the guys. Like like
She
let's-
was so
I mean,
good.
She
let me
was-
rephrase that. I mean, don't segregate it.
Right.
Like let's
It would
mix
be
up.
interesting to see like skate park at Tampa next year. Be like, all right, girls and guys.
Totally.
You know,
I mean,
and
I'm
then
doing,
like give them like a handicap.
Well, they
yeah.
have
No, not
at
even
Tampa,
handicap.
yeah.
Like fucking fuck it, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you're a
Tampa-
skateboarder. We're like, there was a skateboard. Let's do it. You know, I'm doing like the Battle of the Barracks shit right now, and I'm
Yeah.
like, God, I wish there was like girls in here too, like battling the same shit because it's anybody's game, really. You know,
let
it's
it
game
be.
of skate. Anybody could fucking win,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
At Tampa Am, there's girls that enter the Am contest.
Okay, right.
So I mean, that's the only one I've seen. I think.
Yeah.
Where-
But what do you mean, like, when people were saying, like, well, what's up with Alyssa? Like, they were hating, or like they
I mean,
were like,
there was people that kind of be like, "What's good?" And I'm like,
Trying to
what do you
hook
mean,
up
what's
with her.
good? Oh,
"Really? You coming at? Dude,
trying to hook?
you fucking with my sister, man? Like,
Well, because I was going to ask you what's up with Alyssa. So, but
Nar Hunters.
obviously you,
Alyssa lives in San Francisco and is running Nar Hunters and is killing it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh my god.
She's the best, man.
Yeah, she fucking killed it though. I
We've
was,
had
like,
some great
so
times
fucking
together. I mean, we
impressed.
lived at Albatross. We lived at Huntington. We lived in some pretty,
Yeah.
I mean, one point Warner was like, I don't know, 10 people were living there.
Wow.
That was a lot.
That's a lot of people. Fucking skate house.
At one
Oh,
place.
for sure. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, but you had 3 bedrooms up top, and then you had there was.
You guys have
everybody
bunk
down
beds?
there. No, but we did have one room. It was like, yeah, come through. You got to crash. There's your spot.
Yeah.
And when we had to go, get out of there, it was just like let's destroy this apartment the best
Really?
we can. Yeah. Like destroy
No,
it.
really? Like what? Like
Throwing
Couches
shit through the wall.
thrown out of the. Boom, going out the door. Onto the
whose
freeway.
name was on the lease?
Oh, mine.
No way. Yours was.
Eric.
Wow.
Yeah, there was some situations with that. Money was owed to, yeah.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what? When it was like said and done, everybody was like, drop the keys, go. I went to Philadelphia with Maldonado.
Oh, you did.
These guys went to LA.
Okay.
So everybody kind of just dispersed.
Right.
Like, go wherever the hell you can.
Why did
I'm
you
like,
go- why
I'm
did
like, I'm broke. I have nowhere to go. I do not want to go back to Arizona.
And this is
Yeah.
Baker's already started, right?
Baker's about to be started. I
Okay.
want to say,
Right.
if not already started.
Well, did Baker? What I remember, did Baker really start when the Baker 2G came out, or was it started before that?
Yeah, Baker Bootleg was before Baker 2G.
Yeah.
And that's when that started.
That was like the homie thing, and then
But then did the actual board company come out at Baker 2G?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I just remember
I
there was
feel
this
like it was
one
around
big
that time.
7-day weekend board that came out, and I was kind of like, "Whoa, what's this?" You know?
Yeah.
You know.
Huh.
So why'd you go to Philadelphia with Maldonado?
Well, Maldonado was nice enough to be like, "Hey, man, I can put you up. I'm gonna live with my grandma." And I was like, "You cool with that?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, just come out here. Come live." And I
Oh.
was like, "Sick, man."
I'll try it out. Right?
Yeah, just like, let's do this,
You
man.
ever been there?
so were you on
before?
like Westchester? area?
Westchester, yeah.
Sick.
So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna live in Westchester, small little town outside of Philadelphia.
Hanging out on Gay Street.
You know, straight up, man. It was just like there it was, a little strip where you hung out. Everybody went to bars and ate, and that was
Go
that.
to Kildare's.
You know, yeah. Dude, it's like there it is,
These
man.
guys are having their own little
Hey.
conversation. Are
Oh,
they-
dude, Westchester, Pennsylvania is an awesome town.
Well, that's where Bam lives, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair.
Did you ever skate with Bam out there?
yeah. I mean, Bam and Mike, you know, and Carrie.
They're
There was
boys, yeah.
there was those three, man.
So Philadelphia was rad, though. You enjoyed it?
Oh, it was the shit, man.
Dope.
And can't give enough, props to Mike and like his grandmother, rest in peace, and
Wow.
everybody out there, man, showed me love right away. Like,
Sick. I was always such a big
straight
fan
up.
of Maldonado.
yeah.
Jeez.
it's the best, man.
So good.
East
Right.
Coast powerhouse.
That dude can ollie.
Yo, man.
Man.
Now he's on a company called Planet of Terra X.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Great graphics, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're doing a good thing, man. I
Yeah.
like what I see from
They
them.
have fun
man.
with
They're
it.
just-
God, there
yeah.
are so many little board companies.
These
Not
guys-
to say little, but there are so many board
Sure.
companies out there. I don't even know about half of them.
Check
It's
out these guys'
crazy.
graphics, man. They're
Yeah?
sick.
Yeah, it's like
Now-
comic type style.
Okay.
Stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
Dope.
But yeah, living with Mike was the shit, man. And then I stayed there. I stayed
How long?
a couple years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then kind of voyaged into Philly.
Yeah.
And then I got a job at Carrie's shop, Nocturnal.
Nocturnal. Right?
Nocturnal. Just started. So I'm like watching Carrie and his partner at the time like turn this thing
Do
around.
business.
I was like, wow.
Nocturnal, going to Ishkabibbles, doing all your whole thing,
Doing
right?
my
Huh?
things. Yeah. Going to Love for the first time, like
Wow.
really going to Love, just like, hey, Mike's just like, yeah, just letting me know, like, you're with me. you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Mike Maldonado,
Okay.
what the legend.
Were you scared to go there
Still,
for a little bit?
yeah, there was like the kiddie pool section.
The newcomers.
The stairs.
You know,
Yep.
I kind of stayed over
Yeah,
there.
in the fountain area.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we
That's
were
the best
kind of
spot.
popping off at City Hall more
Oh.
at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that was kind of like, you know, had the curve ledge, and you hit the curve ledge, and then you go hit the stairs.
Stairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the rail.
Yeah.
What era is that? Is that like when the Alien video was going on, or is that after?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You'd hear about like the next day, like, damn, Pops just tried to fucking switch flip the fountain. It was like at night.
Yeah.
Wow. You're like, what? And you're like, wait, Wenning and Pops are at love at 7 a.m? You'd hear these stories about these kids, like
Yeah.
just living there, killing it.
So
and it's
sick.
like, damn,
That's
man,
tight,
that's
dude.
what's up, you know?
Yeah.
That was a great era of that.
You know, Jimmy
of out there.
Grecky was
Yeah.
popping.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we had our crew.
And then what happened? You just decided to come back to LA?
Yeah. Time was up.
Time was up.
No, Bootleg started.
Okay.
So Baker did a tour, picked me up in Philly, got on that, and this is
What, did you pack your bags and they picked you up
Yeah.
pretty much? Really?
pretty much.
Like we're bringing you home.
Like, I don't know. No, not bringing me home. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
So Alex Gall, aka Trainwreck, was riding for Zero. He was out there in Philly on a Zero trip, and I was like, man, get off that trip. Come on this Baker trip. Boom. So he's now on this Baker trip. And we're just
Okay.
like, hell yeah, let's do this. You
Yeah.
know? And then on the Baker trip, the idea was like, hey, what about a sister company?
Oh.
And so Strickland was like, hey, Shane, like, do you want to team manage a company?
Okay.
Like, what do you want to call it? Like, who do you want to ride for it? What
Yeah.
ideas do you got? And I was like, what? I'm all, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I got some people.
Right.
Trainwreck, get off Zero. Let's go.
Damn.
First ad. We're going to the tattoo parlor and we are taking off the word Zero off your arm.
No way.
And the top of the ad says steady crushing. And all that footage you have with Lee DuPont, we're going to need to get that.
Yeah. Did you guys
And
buy all that?
We did. We bid.
Yeah.
$10,000.
No
Damn.
way.
And that's what you saw in the Transworld video.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah. Which originally was supposed to be to a 3-6 Mafia song.
Okay.
And then it comes out to the Slayer song. And I was like, what happened? Because we had this big premiere at the houses in Philly. Like, we got a little copy before it came out. And it was to this 3-6 song. We're just like, this is the best part ever.
You just couldn't get rights to it?
This is gnarly. Trainwreck just ate everything in his sight, dude. And you're just like, everybody just wanted to skate like Trainwreck after
Right.
that. It made you want to go grab your board and just haul ass down the street and just grind something.
Yeah.
You know, but
Is this in Bloom?
In Bloom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They couldn't get the rights though. Obviously.
yeah. I mean, I think they
Yeah.
put out the part later on though.
Okay.
But with that, so yeah, now I am the Bootleg team manager.
Bootleg.
Yeah,
Right.
do not know what I'm doing at all. Like, giving me money to team manage a company. And
Just
like,
learning as you go.
Yeah, and it's like,
Oh, they were putting-
Jay's trying to give me a crash course and like, this is what you need to do. I'm still drinking loads.
Because
I'm
Jay
still
was originally the
partying.
team manager at Birdhouse, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah. Jay's a smart dude.
So
Yeah.
they put it all in your hands.
So Jay was like, you know, he's the Baker Dark man, you
Yeah.
know, and then he's like, all right, I'm going to work with people over at NHS. And that was confusing. How is Bootleg going to be at
Because,
NHS?
like,
and
Baker was
is
part
at
of Blitz,
That's
yeah.
right. So it's
Oh.
like, we're one big family, but these two
yeah. Why
companies
didn't they do it under the same
I don't know.
umbrella? That's really. That's
I don't know.
really
Maybe it wasn't-
strange. Maybe it's just a deal. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
Who knows?
Mhm.
Huh? So, but Bootleg didn't last that long, right? How
They were
long did
for a
Bootleg
while.
last? 5 years?
My job didn't last that long.
No, you. What happened, dude? You fucking.
I got let
you
go.
got fired.
I got
What-
fired.
Yeah.
what- you were still. you were still goat
Are you
mouth.
starting to hear the routine here? Like, okay, I go on a Tomieto trip, big opportunity.
And you
Yeah.
party too much.
What happened?
Wow.
Stereo. I mean, you can't blame me too much, but hey, who knows? Why wasn't my name in the ad? Hey, I don't know. Partying? Maybe. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Now I'm out in Philly and I go on this Baker thing. Also, I never rode for Baker in the heyday.
No,
I was the dude in the background.
you were the hype man.
Yeah.
I mean, when you saw a 2G video or a Baker Bootleg video, they, you know, there's some crumb snatching little tricks that I had that just sucked, and then there's like kind enough to hook me up. Good looking out, Andrew. Good looking out. Actually, good looking out, Jay. You know, but yeah, but whatever.
But you know what? Back then, though, I mean, everybody was on this party.
But
thing,
why didn't
you know?
I push myself?
Yeah.
You know, to really like, hey, I'm gonna
Take this
here's this great
opportunity.
opportunity
Yeah.
that could potentially be there for me if I just kind of like apply myself.
How old were you?
21, 22.
21, 22?
Yeah, I mean,
you're still young.
no,
dude,
you-
know,
you
21,
should-
22.
You should learn by now.
But
But there never was like, hey man, what are you doing? You know? Like,
no,
no. It's
wasn't a pep talk.
No.
Really? But like I was saying, like everybody was kind of doing that though. Everybody, the piss drunks and the whole, everybody was kind of in party mode.
Pretty amazing that some of the stuff that they were able to pull off.
I know,
It's like,
seriously.
you did that, and now you. Okay.
And you're
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
But that was the thing. They wouldn't really be on like, oh, you're loaded and you're gonna. No, do something. It was kind of like
You
get
drink a bottle of
a big
Jack.
trick
Yeah.
and then go
Go
party for like 3 days and then like get your shit together and did a trick. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't like wake up and drink all day.
Yeah.
You know, but
Right.
yeah. So I started, bootleg, help pick out some, team riders.
Yeah.
and just help with the
had a
ads a little
great team.
bit. They had a great team.
Yeah.
It was a
They
great.
did.
I loved it.
Plain
Ryan
actually
Nix.
straight up.
What did you say?
The Pikey.
Ryan Nix.
Ryan Nix.
Oh, yeah.
Legend.
Yeah,
Wow.
he was
Dude
incredible.
was very skillful.
Super good.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So
He
they
was
let you go,
They did.
and then what did you do?
Plain took over.
How did that feel though, man? Because it's still your
I was
boys
relieved.
with everybody.
I was relieved.
Oh, you were over.
I
it.
mean, it went from like these are all my friends to
Team
now I'm
managing
a
is
team
a tough
manager,
job.
and all of a sudden they were like, "Wait, whoa, there is a difference now."
Yeah.
like
I could see that.
trying to tell me like, "Hey, where's my shit? Hey, what's up with this?" Like, "Oh, damn, I am now this guy." Okay, and then one of the first jobs I had to do was get an apartment in, so the bootleg guys and the Baker guys could. So okay, I got an apartment under my name, and then I'd go back to Philly.
Okay.
Because I would still attach to Philly, and
Right.
I'd go back there, and then I'd hear about like the chaos that's going on over there. You know?
Oh shit.
And he's
And I
still
just-
trying to manage these kids.
Not really. Seriously, I mean, there was one kid. It was Anthony Mosley. Would just call me up like, "Hey, man, they're like in your room and they're in here partying. Like, I don't really want. Oh, no. And I'm like, well, who's there? He's naming off the people. I'm like, that's his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in or get out.
Yeah.
Because if you can't hang with these dudes, but
Right.
yeah, they were wilding out.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I ain't feeling this.
Really?
You know, so he moved out.
Well, he
and
was a
moved
younger
upstairs.
kid.
He
though.
was.
He was young.
He was.
Yeah.
And he wasn't really like he was just new guy in, you know. So
Yeah.
all that stuff's gonna be probably a little weird.
So what did you do then? Because you obviously needed a job or something, right?
Yeah. Now bootleg's gone. I'm
Okay.
kind of like, what am I gonna do?
So how long after you left did Bootleg go out of business?
I mean, it ran for a little while. I mean, they put out the video. Plane was their TM and Alice filmer. So I mean, they went on for a little bit.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
what happened with Bootleg? Do you know why? I mean, it seemed like it should have stuck around.
Who knows?
know?
Yeah, and maybe it would have worked better if it kind of had the whole like girl chocolate alien habitat kind of like brother.
Yeah.
Maybe if it had more of that, maybe
Okay.
it would have.
They it seems like they really try to separate it. Maybe
I had I just hear random things as a kid, but I would hear that like, oh, there's beef between Baker and Bootleg now.
You know what? It's just like that's.
We can let Andrew tell that story when he
Yeah,
comes in.
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
because it's really getting into something that I don't. I'd
Yeah.
rather just stick to the stuff that I kind of.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry,
Of course,
guys.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. I just like heard that and I didn't even know if that was even true or not.
So how did Andrew meet his wife? No, he's like, you know,
Let me tell you this story.
let's just talk about everybody else.
let me tell you about some
Yeah.
things.
So Bootleg's gone.
What am I doing? I don't even
What do you-
know.
what are you doing?
I can't even remember.
What did you do?
I don't know.
Well, you were back in L.A., right? After Bootleg.
I seriously don't. I can't even.
You don't
put it-
remember?
I can't even put this together right now.
Really? Wow.
You're just partying.
I was partying.
Well, I mean, okay, going to the partying thing, right? When you look back on it now, I mean, everybody in the piss drunks and everything, and like, how did you feel? How do you feel looking back on it now? Like, because you were literally advertising, not you personally, but like piss
No,
drunks, it was
our-
like
our-
advertising, you know, booze and
Straight
getting
up.
drunk and everything to kids, pretty
Yeah,
much, you
yeah,
know. So
yeah.
looking back now, I mean, you're sober. and
I mean, that
everything,
obviously,
how did
like,
you?
yeah, it's kind of crazy to look back and think, like, wow, you were advertising getting fucked up.
Right.
And not so much. But all we were really doing is giving you an insight of the truth.
Okay.
And
Of,
this-
of what you guys were doing.
Of what we were doing
You
and
were-
what a majority of all skateboarders
Right.
Do you want to deal with
all
this?
over the world were doing. They were
Yeah.
all, I mean, all over the world had a skate house.
Yep.
Still this day.
Yep.
And they all hang out there and they pay that little rent and they just get whatever they can to get by and get fucked up.
Yeah.
Do their thing.
No,
you
it's
know?
true. It's true. But you guys marketed it like that.
We did.
So
We did.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I don't look back and be like, oh my gosh, dude, whatever. I mean, I had some great opportunities that I
Okay.
did just blow. Just
Really?
like whatever.
Yeah.
happened. So yeah, then I mean, one thing led to another and it just kept going downhill. You know?
Was there like a certain thing that hit it for you where you're like,
Yeah.
I'm done?
Oh,
But,
what was
yeah.
that?
I'm still hanging now. I'm living in LA.
Yep.
I'm still connected with all my great friends, you know.
Baker's going off.
Baker's doing their thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm still like riding the coattails, you know,
Mm-hmm,
doing that. They're helping me out with boards.
Dope.
Like I'm getting like 10 boards a month, and I'm selling them all and keeping one, you know,
Yeah.
like doing that thing. And
Okay.
like now I'm slowly not skating.
Oh.
Like I'm not even touching the thing. Like it's sitting there over at the wall. I'm like, "What's up, little buddy?
Parting's overtaking.
You have not been no slid in a long time."
No marks whatsoever.
No,
right?
it's just like the wheels are turning yellow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know, and I got
God.
people staying at my house, and like they're like, "You want to go skate down the shop?" I'm like, "I'm good.
Well, why? I mean, everybody else is going skating.
I'm
What are you
good.
just chilling at home by yourself?
Just get fucked at."
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I was just over it. You know, like
Okay.
I'd run my. I was like, you know what? But I was still so involved with it as far as like I knew what was going on.
Okay.
Every magazine, every video, I still loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, and then I picked up a camera.
Oh,
I picked up a camera.
right.
Little
VX or
little,
something?
Nah, little height.
Oh, little. yeah. All right.
Little bubble goose lens. It was about this big. Little screw on.
Yeah,
Let's
okay.
go. So I would just tag along Beagle missions and be like, shh, whoop, getting these angles, you know?
Really?
So
I didn't know
could-
you
Just
filmed.
hijinks cam.
I was the hijinks cam.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting behind the scenes. So that was fun.
Right.
Going out, filming my friends, doing that. And then, so I was having that cracking.
Were they
And-
paying you to do that?
No.
No.
No. I just was like, dude, hell yeah. My friend Esau had this camera, and I was like, no way. And he'd bring it out when he's partying with us, and he'd just hold it. And I'm like, you're just capturing all this footage? And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, man, it's pretty sick. And I was like, I got to get one. This is great, dude. Like,
Yeah.
So I started doing that, and then I was like, you know what? I want to do a video.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting a little ahead, but I'm still partying.
No.
Still
Yeah.
partying here.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Still doing my thing.
For sure.
But yeah, so I started to film a lot.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I want to make a video. I got a bunch of great friends that really don't have any like board sponsors
They all
but
rip.
they're good.
Killing it.
They're really good. And I was like, I'm gonna call this video Shake Junt.
But
And I
just
had,
out of, wait,
I had
but
this
just-
vision back in Philadelphia when I lived with Maldonado.
Shake Junt.
Mike will tell you. Like, yeah. I
Because
was
Shake
like, I'm
Junt's
gonna
like
make
a strip club or something, right?
that's
it's
a,
like a
yeah. In the South, it's called
shake. Yeah.
strip club.
Strip club.
Shake Junt.
Shake Junt.
But the word junt can mean place or thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So you had this idea. You had the word Shake Junt in your
So-
mind for a long time.
So my friend introduced me to this song, Shake Junt,
Mm-hmm.
by Skinny Pimp and Little Gin.
Okay.
And I was like, I want to skate to that song. You know when you get a song stuck in your head,
course.
you're just like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm gonna fill this song up with the best shit ever. I'm gonna play it everywhere I go. I'm not gonna tell nobody.
Right.
So underground. Yeah. So I had this like song with me, and I was like, no one's ever heard of this shit. This is gold.
Yeah.
So obviously I stopped skating, and I was like still loving this song, and I was like, whatever, I'm gonna make this video. And this video is gonna be called Shake Junt, and this song will be the theme throughout this video.
Yeah.
And I got these great kids that are just like gonna have these awesome parts.
Right.
And then Drew, what's up, man? You guys just finished Baker 2G. You guys got a bunch of leftover footage. What are you doing with it? Hey, how about a friends section in the middle?
Right.
Yeah.
Boom. Now I have my homies from Baker
Yeah.
in the middle, you know, fulfilling like, well, that's going to catch attention.
Yeah.
Of course.
Got Baker on this thing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So completely edited this whole entire thing on a laptop on iMovie.
No way.
Yeah.
iMovie was already out while you were doing this?
Just came out.
Sick.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Pulled it off. Took forever.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. Because
Going
you had to
over my-
digitize all the footage.
Yeah,
and
and then
do
I
all
go to
that
my friends.
shit.
I was like, I got this logo idea. I want this thing to look like it's lights in Las Vegas. You
Okay.
know? And I was like, he whipped it out, and I was like, that's it. No, that's perfect. The lights around on
First try.
a little JPEG.
No.
And I didn't know it had to be into like a certain format to be put it on. So
Yeah.
I'm just like,
PNG.
I'm going to put these, I'm burning these discs, and I'm like, why does it look all shitty?
Yeah.
Cool. Whatever.
Right.
So if you're out there and you got one of the very first copies called Shake Junt, yeah, that's why it looks like way
That
it
one
looks
right
like.
there, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Man, look at that thing. Looking good.
It's pretty amazing, though.
I love it. Yeah.
So you only made 1,000 of those.
Yeah, roughly about that. And I
Oh.
just, burned them up. And then a majority of the footage was also Beagle.
Beagle, of course.
Film, of course. Yeah.
yeah.
Beagle has probably, to me, one of my favorite parts
Oh, yeah?
in that. Yeah.
Beagle
Great.
rips, dude.
Yeah, he's
I love watching him skate.
Legend.
All these videos are legendary. You know,
I mean, without Beagle, there is no. I mean, I filmed a couple things. I didn't I filmed like 85% of this video. No, Beagle did.
Okay,
Yeah.
Let's get this right.
But you had that image for it, like you had the idea for it. And that's
Oh yeah. I mean, the some of those kids that were actually like they were staying on my couch. You know,
Yeah.
we were like ironing on these logos to our T-shirts. Like, we were like,
printing them
we rep this shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, printing them out, ironing them on the T-shirts, and then. Yeah, making the video on iMovie. And it was just like Shake Junt is now turning into a crew.
Yeah.
Like it's turning into like the new Piss Drunks.
of course.
You know what I mean? Like Piss Drunks, Baker, like, now I got this is my crew.
Yep.
Shake Junt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right. And you know what? At the
Dude.
time, everybody was embracing it too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everybody
these-
was fucking loving it.
Yeah, a couple,
you know?
a couple of OGs that I met in Arizona, like
Yeah.
John Colbert, aka Flip, Mike Hubert, like Braden Safransky was
Yep.
down from day one, Eric Hamamoto, like it was, and Beagle. Like, I mean, it was the shit. It was good, you know.
You still drinking at the time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doing that. Antoine was coming through. Antoine came over one time. This pre-tattoos, fucking Twan Nation.
Was a clean
dude.
slate?
Yeah, and he's like, I was like, you got some footage you want to give to this video? Because I'm editing every day and like tweaking out on this thing, and he's just like, it drops over his footage. Dude, he's nollie no sliding down Hollywood 12, and that was insane.
Back then.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Right.
It's some Essex cells. Shout out to S.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like, you sure you want to give out this footage? And he had, he's
He's
like,
like,
yeah, man, for the homies, dude. Here you go. And I was like, this dude is gonna be something.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
he's just legend. You
That's
know?
amazing.
Yeah, it was sick. It
Jeez.
was sick.
Yeah.
And then we made that video, boxed it up, had a bunch of boxes of DVDs in my apartment. And
Okay. And
we're
who distributed it?
We did.
You did by yourself.
You just calling up shops?
What's up? Got this Shake Junt video. Got a Baker section in it. Want the Baker's dozen? Buy 12, get one free. I got you. Learning how to fill out these invoices by hand.
No way.
Yeah.
You were hustling.
Hustling.
I mean, it never occurred to you to ask like Andrew or anybody, a
Dude,
baker, to
I'll tell
to
you right
help
now that when Andrew, I think Beagle dropped off that video to Andrew, was like, hey, here's a finished copy. I think Andrew was kind of blown away. Like, what?
Really?
It's
He knew you were working on something, though.
he really did it.
He
Like,
didn't.
He's like, this is official.
Yeah.
It's a real DVD. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, he thought
I
you
don't-
guys. He thought you were just gonna like.
I don't think he thought that I could. I mean, I was a mess.
Okay.
So he's like, there's no way Shane's going to pull this off. This guy's kind of lost and he doesn't skate anymore. He shows at
He's editing.
shows at the Beverly 9 with a bottle of vodka. Like,
Jeez, what is he
Damn.
doing? He's editing on iMovie. You know.
yeah, this
Yeah.
guy don't got what it takes. Yeah, so we do our own little premieres too. Call up shops and be like, hey, you want to have a premiere?
Rad.
Cowtown, Trent,
Dope.
Laura, Ed,
Yes.
hold us down. Had a big premiere out there. That was our big one.
They're
Like,
rad.
Oh, dude, yes, come
Yeah.
out here, Shane. Like, do it up. And then the newspaper in Arizona did a little thing on us. We got the cover of the newspaper, and they're like,
Whoa,
Arizona.
really?
We're like, dude, we got the cover of Arizona. This
What
is
was it
sick.
like? The Arizona Breeze or something?
Sure, it
What
was called that.
What's this?
But we lined up with our little iron-on shirts and
That's
just like had the premiere in the
crazy.
alley and like did it just real grass-rooted, just the way skateboarding's brought up and done. You know, like that's how it cracked off.
Were you ever thinking that like I'm going to turn this into a company?
No,
Really?
no, it was a video called Shake
Okay.
Junt, and we had a great crew of people behind
But I
it,
mean, you
and
were
we had a
ge-
posse.
You were getting like love. And,
All
and
I
from-
could think about was maybe like, what's the next video going to be?
Really?
Okay,
You
so
know?
so you were thinking.
Who
I
helped?
was thinking
Who
like-
helped turn into a company? Like, was it someone like, hey, you have a lot of potential here?
Yeah, I got sober.
What made you get sober?
Realize some things. But yeah, so the video was, we thought was cool, and
Okay.
it sold whatever.
You sold 1,000 of them,
Whatever.
roughly.
Yeah. Then from there, MySpace was huge, right? These kids, John Colbert, Mike Hubert, would just be like, "Yup," all night. They would just be like
Talking-
pumping that Shake Junt to the
Really?
world through
Okay.
MySpace, just like letting it be known, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah, they would love it because it was like
It was new.
we're a part. We're starting something great, you know. And I
Yeah.
felt so like this is cool. Like these kids are backing this too, you know. Like we're one big family, you know.
Right.
And so that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we started littleshakejunt.com, you know, and did that. And then spraying the grip tape, like put a little stencil on. I'm not sure who really did it first, like if it was B Herm or was it I don't know. But there was a Baker House, and they were just like paint was everywhere. Like
Yeah.
spray paint hats, spray paint and Shake Junt on the grip, spray paint G-code, spray paint everything.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's like they were
Yeah.
doing that. But B. Herm was the first dude to have like a line with that sprayed on his
his-
grip. And it's like, there it is.
Yeah.
You know, so that was happening.
Damn.
So I was kind of like getting deeper into things, and then went on a trip with my folks to Catalina and just got lights out. And
What do you mean?
Lights
Got
out.
Hammered.
Drunk.
Loaded.
Really?
Blackout.
With your parents?
Dusted.
Were your
Lights out.
parents like
we're in Catalina, did the thing. We're coming home, and it's like, all right, we're back at their place in Long Beach.
Yeah.
Now we're in Long Beach hanging out, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna stay the night here, you know, whatever. And my brother's friends comes through. I was like, yeah, tell him to bring a bottle of Jägermeister for me. What am I doing? And it's like, I'm already like home, not at home. I'm at my parents' house.
Yeah.
So why do I need to get faded?
Were you faded in front of your parents doing all this stuff?
So I was drinking Mai Tais the whole way back to theirs, and I'm like, yo, I got the bug, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm not like, well, that's just me. I just don't know how to stop.
Okay.
So get to their place, and it's just like bottle of Jaeger comes, put it down. Don't really remember too much except for like punching holes in their walls and like,
Wow.
yeah, just
wilding out in the
wiling the fuck out.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's like, I think I put on this act when I'd seen my folks, you know, like I got my shit together.
Of course.
I got it together. I made a video.
Yeah.
I'm, legit.
But now you're at their
No.
house punching holes in the wall.
Yeah. So I'm showing the real me.
Yeah.
You know, and
They're bummed.
that's pretty scary to see your son just like, who
bet.
the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
Right.
That's scary.
Yeah.
So
Holy
next
shit.
day, I'm like, oh, what happened? And my mom had already reached out to a rehab.
Oh.
Really?
She's like, you're messed up.
Right.
We know you're messed up. Like, this isn't a little one-time shot.
Yeah.
So intervention
Oh wow.
right away. Just
Seriously?
so hungover. Just like, yeah, it's either going to be us, the fam, or bye-bye.
Really?
Like, that's how serious it was. And I was like, what? Like,
And you didn't really think that you were starting to maybe think that there was a problem.
no.
You didn't think
Fuck
at all.
no. I was proud to be a drunk.
Okay.
I was like,
Okay.
fuck, y'all do it sober. I do it high.
Yeah.
You know, so
When you were part of the Pistons,
I mean,
you-
straight up, like up the drunks till the day I die. Like I was just die hard.
Okay.
Like, I don't even care about anything.
Right.
Being part of the Piss Drunks, did you always feel like you needed just to put that on? Like,
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so. Not even just because the piss drunks. Maybe. Oh, I don't know.
Well, I was
man.
going to
It
say,
was-
like, if you maybe you're in your head, you're thinking, well, God, if I go to rehab, I'm not even going to fit in with my boys anymore.
No,
Like, they're
that's
gonna
exactly
fucking-
right. And I'm not even to know who I am.
Yeah.
Forget the boys. I'm like, I've built who I am
Yes.
off drinking and partying for the last 15 years. Like, this
It's a
is
long
who I
time.
am, you know? Piss drunks or not. Like, I'm an alcoholic.
Waking up drinking.
It's what I do
Yeah.
all day long. So, yeah, they take me to this place and they're like, all right, introduce me to these people at this rehab. And I'm like, great, awesome. So when are we going to leave? They're like, you are coming here tomorrow morning. And I'm like, what? No, this just happened 48 hours ago. And they're like, it's either us or nothing. I was like, all right, fuck it.
Damn.
I will try this out for you guys.
Okay.
Like, but I do not want to be here at all, you know? So,
Local rehab.
and I'm like, dude, I can go to Arizona right now. I can get out of this situation. I do not need to go to this rehab. I'm going to get in my car. I'm going to bounce. I'm going to go to Arizona because Arizona was my getaway. Like, I'd get loaded and just drive to Arizona.
Wow.
I'm like,
Jeez,
hey, I need to be out there.
it's a long drive.
And like
Jesus.
sometimes I'd be like, Eric, what's up, dude? He's like, where are you? And I'm like, I think I'm at JoJo Dancer's house in Arizona. He's like, what?
Oh my
What are you doing
God.
out there, man? How did you, why, huh? I'm like, I can do this.
Oh, geez.
I remember one time Rob G is a good friend of mine, and I woke him up in Long Beach. I was like, hey, dude, we're going to Arizona. He's like, right now? I was like, yeah, come on. And he's like, all right. Like, ooh. And I was like, he's like, you good? I'm like, yeah, just got to keep it steady, man. Just got to keep it steady.
So you're in the rehab.
Yeah, so I go to the rehab, man. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, here I am, you know? And they're like, all right, how long? And I'm like, they're like 30 days minimum. And I'm like, fuck that, dude. No way. No way. They're like, yeah, give me your cell phone. Give me your computer. No connection to the world.
Yeah.
Like you are, you know, we got to get you right.
Rehabs are expensive, though.
Rehabs are expensive.
That's crazy,
dude.
yeah.
So what my folks had to even go through to even get me there, like,
Right.
that's, and you know, it's not a guarantee. Like, oh, this is the fix. You know, and some
You never
parents
know.
probably think like, let's just put my kid in rehab, and there it's just going to be there you go.
It'll be fine and dandy.
Fuck no,
Yeah.
man. It has to be like that person had to have hit their bottom.
Right.
And so for me, I think it subconsciously, I think my time was up. As you know, I wasn't skating for the last 2 years before that. I was just like, whatever. Like, oh, let me just front pop into this fence real quick for you, Beagle. Yeah. You know, like, what? This guy doesn't even know what his shit is doing. What size board he even rides or what is going on. But yeah, so I get the rehab, and you know, 1 week turns into 2, and I'm having these night terrors, and they had to check on me every night and like make sure I wasn't, you know, you quit cold turkey, it's pretty gnarly.
You could die.
Yeah, you can die. So they have to check your, you know, all your situations.
Vitals. And
your vitals.
Right. And now are you thinking,
Doing
like, I just
things
can't
young.
wait to get out of here so I could fucking
Yeah.
drink?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what
30
right.
days.
That's
I
where
got to
you're
get
at.
through 30 days so I
Yeah.
can get the fuck out of here, and I can just like put on my act again
Go
and
do your
just do
thing.
my thing, right? 30 days, they're like, all right, you know, now we're into 60. And I was
you were there for 2 months.
I was like, wait, I got to do 60. And so I was like, all right, you know.
You think they bait and switched you?
Yeah.
Totally.
Dude, you were in
Because
there.
they do you a little 30-day trial period, and they get to the 30 days,
Yeah.
like, how's he doing? Like, no, we think he needs another 30.
Yeah.
He is. They knew.
Yeah.
They knew I was gonna go out there and just do my little thing.
Yeah.
They've seen it all
Yeah.
before, so they're just
Yeah.
like, this guy can't pull it off. No, not on us. So I did another 30, and then that 30 turned into one more 30. So
Really?
I did 90
days.
days. I did 90 days.
Wow.
And I'd have a couple people came and visit me and stuff. But the best thing about this, it was the day before I went into rehab. I called one person. That person was Ellington.
Okay.
And I said, Eric, man, here's the situation.
Yeah.
And he says, good.
Oh.
Good.
Was that weird hearing
What do you mean,
hearing
good?
it from him?
Yeah.
I'm going to rehab, dude. He's like, it's not jail. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but what? No, you need this, man. Go. Just go. That, I think, was a little voice in my head that helped me go through this, you know?
Okay.
Like, it really did.
Like
was
he actually he was supporting you.
Because what I left out, too, was like, I'd party with this group of friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom. They'd be done, you know? Oh, we partied the weekend. Sober up. Let's get our shit together. Let's go skate. No, I'm going to go to this group now. Boom. Do that. Now this group.
Okay.
And then the week would start all over, and I'd be back to them, and they're like, wait, have you slept yet? Have you? I mean, you
Yeah,
pulled it
wow.
around the whole Monday to Monday thing, and I'm like, yeah, you ain't got what it takes. Like, get on my level.
Damn.
Professional partier.
Yeah, what up?
Seriously.
You know?
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean,
That's heavy.
Yeah, you should have Eric on the show. He'll tell you some
Oh
stories.
yeah, we'll get it, man. I'd love that. I'd love to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, that little push I think kind of helped.
That's
know?
good.
And then after 90 days, it was kind of like, all right, now you're set. You're good.
You felt good.
So I kind of knew, like, I was going to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings
Mm-hmm.
every single day, and kind of had started to work with that program. And then they had somebody like help me take me home, and like, all right, let's just, you're hiding shit in here. Let's go. What do you mean? Come on, man. Like, let's go through it. Like, all right, so everywhere I hid my, some drugs or whatever, they're just like, all right, let's throw this shit away.
Wow.
Let's really do this right.
Somebody from the rehab came
Yeah,
with you.
so they did that.
Interesting.
And then cleaned house there, and then it was just like, now I'm freaked out because I've learned to live in this like household, in this rehab with these certain people, and they become my friends.
In their environment.
In
now
their
you're
environment.
back in your
super
environment.
controlled too. So
Yeah.
they're like, wake up at this time, work out at this time, eat at this time, go to this meeting at this time. Like, okay. So you're just like, shit, this is fucking weird. How do I talk to you? Because I've never seen you or reacted to you without the help of my buddy, Mr. Alcohol.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just like, now I don't even know how to communicate to my friends. So I'm just sticking with the program, like
Okay.
sticking to the things I got to do.
You're on that schedule.
Yeah, 3 months go by. I don't really even see that many people. I remember running into Braden one time. Like, I was going to get a tattoo. Like, oh, I'm sober now. I'll never forget, dude. I don't ever want to go back. Like,
Wow.
because I'm in it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to stay sober.
You put your time in.
Like, it's on.
Yeah.
Like, something changed in my head. Like,
Okay.
I've had enough, and I'm in it to win it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that old life, dude. Like, I had enough. So, yeah, running into Braden was like the first person I was like, dude, what's up, man? And he's like, what's up, dude? Like, you all right? And I'm just like, I remembered so well because I didn't know how to really be myself around him, you know?
Yeah.
Let alone just,
Or be the person that he normally uses to use.
or kind of like that.
That's an interesting thing to experience at, what,
Yeah.
24, 22? How old were you think?
So guess what? Yeah, I got sober
Mm-hmm.
at 29.
29.
Yeah. My first sobriety birthday was Big 3-0.
Oh,
Wow.
damn.
Like, talk about being hard. That was hard.
So you've been 10 years now.
Faux show.
Happy birthday, by the way.
10 years.
10 years, man. 10 years.
Damn.
Yep.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man.
amazing.
Really
Thanks.
tight.
Life-changing experience. And, I mean, what has happened the day I got sober to right now, it's insane to look back at now and be like, wow. So it's kind of hard for me to remember and put those pieces together when we're talking about the past.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, Long Beach to San Diego to San Francisco, Huntington. What happened there? Oh, I don't really remember.
Yeah.
It's a big blur.
Yeah.
Right.
But at the same time, I mean, they're big.
There was alcohol involved.
They were huge stepping stones
Right.
for me to learn just about skating, about who I am, about like who my real friends are, and like what I'm doing now. And it's those people that I was partying like up in the drunks with and stuff.
Right.
They're still my friends now.
Of course.
You know, like that's real.
Well,
Like,
slowly everybody started getting sober.
slowly they did.
Yeah.
I mean, so you got to remember, Andrew was sober and Greco was sober.
Oh, they were at the
While
time.
I was still doing my thing.
Okay.
So when I made that video, they were probably like, yeah, right. Because here they are sober and they're like, dude, this guy's so out of it, man. Like,
Yeah.
he's showing up to my house faded. This guy's like getting like, Greco's been there on some situations and had my back on some crazy shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Been there for me. Good looking out. But yeah, so yeah, they've been sober. So obviously those were the first people I got to talk with was Andrew. Like when I came back, I was like, hey, what's up, man? He's like, dude, I'm going to these, these are the meetings I go to.
Okay.
And so we connected right
So
there.
that must have been a big help too.
Huge.
To have dudes.
I mean,
help-
yeah,
right.
straight up. I mean, I got, there's Greco, there's Andrew, and it's just like,
You had people on your side.
Cool,
You had
yeah.
people in the same boat.
straight
Do you
up.
still go to meetings?
I haven't gone for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Have
What do
you
you
ever
thi-
been a sponsor for someone?
I have not.
No.
I've never
You
been.
want to be Roger's sponsor?
Yeah.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
No,
I
you
was
ever-
hoping Guy could be my sponsor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Do you ever like wonder what your life could have been like if you jumped in your car that day, went to Arizona, rather than the rehab?
I know I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Because I was playing around with the, I want to die and suicide and that kind of thing.
It was really fucking with
But it wasn't like, I look back now and be like, it was serious cries for help. I
Okay.
don't think I had what it took to like really commit that.
Right.
But I was throwing that around when I was wasted.
Wow.
Yeah. Like just
But that's dangerous too.
hide the
when you're
knives and
wasted,
stuff.
Though.
Oh, dude,
dangerous.
It was
because you're not in your right mind when you do something silly.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Like I wanted to I was just no future, like the whole thing. I remember writing no future on my grip tape and shit like that. It was just
Oh,
like I
man.
was just
Dark.
I was gone,
Yeah.
Like I didn't care about a lot of things and to think I had so much going on.
Right.
But I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Couldn't see it at all.
Damn.
But yeah.
So now, what were you gonna say?
Oh, so now I'm getting my shit together and kind of learning how to talk to people again and what's fun and
Well,
what's not.
you know what? You're doing a great job
So
tonight.
it's like,
I mean, I never really knew you at that stage, but I always see in videos and when I met you later, you always had the same like intensity when I would see
Yes.
you. Like,
so imagine the intensity with drinking though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The ultimate hype guy.
but I would
know?
see you when you're sober. I'm like, damn, this guy has so much energy. He's fired up, dude.
Always,
yeah.
always.
And you always get the session going. Like I'd see at Beebles Park. I'm like, damn, this guy gets the session going, dude.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah. It
No,
was always fun.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
And skating and just hanging out with all the friends and stuff, and partying was too. It was just like it was just a link to that,
What was that video you were? What, God, they were the camera. Were you? Well, no. Oh, Ocean Man.
Ocean Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What video was that? That was that 3G? No.
no, that was
was
a Baker Has a Death Wish.
That's right.
Yeah.
I love that part, by the way, bro. I used to
Thanks.
watch. I watched the whole video and I used to replay your part.
Really?
Yeah. Totally. I'm not even, dude. It got me so hyped to skate, dude. I mean, just that song, and then just with you just, I don't know, man.
Having fun.
Having fun.
So
Fucking loved it.
getting out of rehab and starting to get my shit together.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like hanging out with Andrew a lot because he's sober and like a good friend of mine. And
Yeah.
he's playing music at the time. And Spanky's at his house playing music too.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I wrote all the time when I was in rehab. Just everything on my head on paper.
Wow.
It helped.
Yeah.
It was like a little
Release.
It was the thing that they taught me. Just
Okay.
like let it out on paper. Boom. So I
Whatever you're feeling.
had books.
Really?
Just of whatever, right? And they're playing some music. I was like, hey, you guys mind if I just try to, I don't know, sing some bullshit to this like funny haha stuff? I'm like, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So I started doing that, and it was so fun. I was like, yo, man, like this is the shit. I was started writing like little lyrics. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was like, how about this, dude? The bitches in the bathroom doing blow. Bitches in the bathroom doing blow. Like, what is this guy talking about? Like, run it, man. And then it's like, I got another one. It's called Love That Shit. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, have fun. Like, let's make it work. Beagle's playing drums at the time, and that was the thing.
Okay.
So that was my first, like, oh my gosh, I found something up. It wasn't skateboarding. It was like, oh,
A new outlet.
I'm
Yeah.
into writing. I'm into singing. I'm into just like having fun with these guys. And that's how this band, the Goat and the
Yeah.
Occasional Others, started. So every day I would just like go to my meetings. I'd go hang out with Drew's. We'd write just like, we cranked out like, I don't know, 100 songs in like a couple months.
That's incredible.
Just little whatever songs, you know?
That's
That's
And then I found skateboarding again.
Right.
Because I was hanging out with all these guys. And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, this is fun.
Yeah.
Skating.
What
And
were you
that-
What were you singing in the beginning of that video? You were singing some song.
I don't know, but everybody comes up to me and says, grabbing nuts. And I'm like, what?
I don't remember that.
Or they say red on red gutter. And I was like, yeah, so that was my first part back into like, oh shit, I love skating again.
Okay.
You know? And then that got cut short because I broke my kneecap.
Oh,
Jeez.
how'd you do that?
So that was rough because here I am, all loving new life.
Yeah.
Woo, making songs and skating and like living this whole new, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I go to this rail that I'm like, okay, there's like 1 week left to film for Baker Has Death Wish.
Okay.
And I really need a no side big spin down a handrail. Where is a small little rail I can go do this on?
Uh-huh.
Oh, perfect. We got the one that fucking P-Rod 3-flip crooked grinded.
Oh.
And G Hill is known for the 3-flip 50 in the one red, one black.
Yes.
I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah,
the name of that school is. It's got
Yeah.
the outledges there too.
I don't know the name
I
either.
think it's gone now. Short run up.
Okay.
It's raining, dries up, whatever. Warm up, try to get just no slide it. Notice I'm not getting bad pop on my board. I'm just like, what the hell? I got a flat board, whatever. Just
Okay.
not really working. Next try, completely about to sack myself. Avoided the sack, straight kneecap to the ground. Popped it in 2 pieces. One piece is like in my thigh. The other piece is down there. And
So
I'm
it's
just like-
separated?
it just went, here's your kneecap. It just
Yeah.
went boop.
Just tore
Oh my
apart.
God.
2 pieces. And your
Dude.
kneecap is like this big. So I just hit it just right.
Oh my God.
And I was like, hey, can you get to the van so we can take you to the hospital? I'm like, no, man. Like, I can't even roll on my board for you to push me. So to get the ambulance and the whole deal.
Was it
And
excruciating pain or was it kind of a numbing thing? Because that's what I hear sometimes when you get hurt that
Yeah.
bad.
It
It's just like a
was-
numb. You don't even feel it really.
it was that reaction, like you knew
You knew you.
it happened.
You knew you
It's
fucked
like,
up.
shit. And then you're just like, all I could think about, dude, was just like my video part.
Yeah.
Like I was like, dude, I just started skating again. Like, why now? Like, I'm just starting to relearn tricks and having fun, and like, this is my done
God.
history.
So ambulance comes.
Ambulance comes, go,
Wow.
whatever. Now it's like, here's the tough part. They got to give you pain medicine,
Oh.
and I'm like, shit.
What was that?
Calling my sponsor, I'm like, yo, man. So they got me these pain meds. Like, they're like, hey, this stuff is made, for what the purpose you're in right now.
Yes.
Here's the tough part. Give this medication to someone you trust. You are no longer allowed to have this.
Oh.
And, so I'm just like, all right, here you go. And
That person has to distribute it to
that person had to distribute it to me. So it was just like, but it was so that could have been my tipping point.
Right.
But I did fine,
Okay.
Like
You were
I had a
good.
lot of support at that time.
Good.
I had
Yeah.
like great support, seriously. And now here comes the whole rehab and getting that. And that was a long process to really, and then it's like,
You have
here
to do
are.
surgery to put your shit back
Yeah,
together?
had to put it, yeah.
God
They
damn.
wire it together.
They did. They were able to save it.
Wow.
Not give me a fake piece.
That's pretty much what happened to Mike Bell. After
Really?
his ACL surgery, he healed up and then skated again, and his kneecap split.
Oh.
And then that was that.
Yeah, he was out for a while.
Because it's a tough thing.
Yeah.
Like torn ACLs, meniscus, like that sucks. And, but this one did me in.
Damn.
And it's just, it never, it's never been the same since.
In what way?
skating changed a little bit for me.
Okay.
You know, like
your pop or the
I don't really I don't know if I can fake ollie down these 10 stairs anymore, or like, all right, maybe handrails. I don't know. You know,
like you didn't trust your knee anymore. Or
it
like
just
you
didn't have that
really...
kind of strength. You know,
Well, jumping
and
down anything.
It was
yeah.
missing a lot of options too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So since that injury to this day, it's like been a lot of, you know,
Low impact.
low impact. I never was a really big impact kind of skater, but
Me neither. Yeah.
but we'll do what we can.
Exactly. So in this time frame, did you start working on Shake Junt as a company?
So I forgot to tell you about that. Yeah. So when I got out of rehab, started making music with Andrew and started skating again. I was just like, you know what? Shake Junt. This should be something.
You brought it up to them.
This should be a company.
Wow.
It's still like, it's still got movement. It's going on. Like these guys held it down while I was getting my shit together. And I'll never forget that to this day. Like they
kept it going.
They kept it going.
That's amazing.
That's sick.
So to get out of rehab and like get my shit together and then still see it's like, well, it's a crew, you know? It's
Yeah.
not a company. It's a pot. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's going to stay alive.
I mean, that's how companies form.
Yeah.
A lot of companies just from being crew.
I think good
You
ones
know?
do. Yeah, definitely. I mean, look
Exactly.
at Baker. That was
Exactly.
just a group of friends, you know, trying to do something fun, different, you know, get out of whatever they were doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So Baker Boys distribution was about to start. And that's when I asked Erik, Andrew, and Jim, will you guys be interested in starting this company called Shake Junt? And I came to them serious. I had a whole 5-year plan, what it's going to be like, advertising, the whole deal.
Really?
I got my shit together.
Wow.
Like, I was not just like, hey, let's do a company. I got a video.
One video.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? No, I was like, I want to make grip tape, bearings, bolts. I want to be the new shorties.
Oh,
That's what I want to be.
that was your vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the advertising concept. Here is the team that rides for it. And I want a melting pot of I want everybody at Baker. I want everybody at Death Wish. Death Wish was just starting too.
Yeah.
So that was brand new. Like, wow, they're breaking off to do Death Wish. I mean, great things were happening. Right.
Yeah.
Here it is. Baker's too big. We got to start Death Wish.
Yeah.
Boom. We're going to do that now. Oh, shit. We got Brigada sunglasses. That was, you know, Erik and Jim. Like, let's do this. Like, dude, let's go start our own distribution. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You know,
And they just broke. Like, Baker just broke away from
Baker
Blitz.
wasn't Blitz, so it was
Yeah.
only Death Wish, Shake Junt, and Brigada, and that was it in this small little warehouse, you know. But yeah, they were totally down for it. Smart,
Rad.
real small though. It's like, all right, we're just gonna put a little bit of money into it. Let's see what we can do. And you know, t-shirts turned into hats, hats turned into sweatshirts, sweatshirts turned into bearings, whatever.
It's true.
Just
Yeah.
slow growth,
Organic.
slow.
Right. Just
Yeah, there wasn't like, oh my gosh, I got $1 million. Let's put it in and just see how it works.
Yeah.
Woo, we got all this cool shit.
well. Plus, I mean, but that's the way to do it too, because I mean, you know, product is a bitch.
Yeah.
Right. You know, you want to sell through shit. You don't want to have just backstock. You want to make
You don't
new
wanna
shit.
end up with old stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
The hardest part too
fucking-
was when you're a particular person and you really, and that was another thing I found out about myself is it's like, oh, I like things that they got to be a certain way.
Of course.
You know,
You're a little
You can
control.
relate.
You're a
Come
little
on.
controlling.
You know,
I mean, bro.
like I need.
Trust me.
Why isn't that logo not a half inch over? What is going on,
dude, you could attest.
Do you see this Pantone green? It's off by a number.
dude? If I don't do shit myself,
Yeah.
I'm the dude that's like, I have to do shit myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm the dude that's like, no, I need that 1 pixel over to the right.
Hey.
I need it 1 fucking pixel.
Now you got to worry about a timeline though. So you worrying
Yeah.
about the pixels, fucking with the timeline,
Exactly.
and then now it's like, oh, what are you gonna do? So learning to let go was it's still a huge thing.
Yeah. You want to put out a good product.
because
in the
what?
end, though.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I mean, when it comes to the stuff we actually skate, like the grip tape, it's like, you know, it's good grip.
Yeah.
You know, it's bad grip. You know,
Of course.
t-shirts, it's a different thing. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, you like yours little this style, I like mine a little this
Do you
style.
guys
know,
still
big
spray all the
lows,
grip yourself?
No.
No? You guys are now
That
spraying
was
them?
hell.
So you were buying grip tape and spraying it yourself.
Dude, we were keeping it real.
Wow.
So we were just like had the whole.
Who was
Just
back there
stencils.
spraying it?
So dude, dude, I would go home green and yellow.
Seriously.
Yeah, straight up.
That's tight.
It's
though.
kind of dope though, because every grip tape was like different
Yeah.
almost.
I
Right?
mean,
like it
so,
had a little
Sal,
flavor to it.
Salmon and Gaw used to work at the barracks, and they went and did an episode on Shake Junt when we were seriously hand spraying this
I
stuff.
remember this.
Dude, so we were there, and it was just like the whole team up in there just gunning it and just hanging them up on clotheslines.
So
and
sick.
it's like, this is real, guys. This isn't just putting on an act.
Yep.
And then, you know, the demand got a little bit bigger. I was like, we can't keep up with this. There's no way. These guys are quitting on us. They can't be eating fumes all day.
Seriously. Yeah.
We got to find out.
You guys
who-
probably weren't even wearing masks, too. huh?
No, we were. That was out of control. Yeah. But yeah, so then we had to go, all right, it's really happening. We have to find our own grip tape. We have to find out who can do all this shit.
Yeah.
You know, here we go. And this is when it became real. Like this is a real company now.
So when you're doing it and it's becoming a real company,
Yeah.
are you? I mean, you're running it, team manager, dude. I mean, like
I share the team manager duties, but I got you know, Donuts a big part of Shake Junt. Beagle is a big part of Shake Junt. That's my squad.
right.
Me, Beagle, and Donut.
tight, dude.
And I got my homeboy I just hired named Matthew, like
Okay.
our guy. You know, got him a couple
Wow.
days a week, and
Sick.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
yeah,
dope.
small.
Still small. But you guys are-
People might think like they got a lot of people working, but no, man. Like I will go in and I will like work on the catalog, right, and then we'll come up with ideas, and then it's like, okay, cool, like. Call up team writers, like, oh, you need a box? I'll go in the back. I'll pack the box.
Okay.
I will just make sure you get what you need, you know? And then I'll talk with Donut about like video projects, and I'll talk with Beagle about that kind of stuff. And then I'll go talk with the sales guys, how this going. Like,
Okay.
so, you know, I'm wearing a lot of hats here.
Right.
But I'm also in one of the best places ever, Baker Boys Distribution.
Yeah.
Every single person at that place is a friend.
Right.
They're the
Which
shit.
is amazing.
They're the shit.
Who does like the ad layouts and everything? Because I mean, sometimes you have pretty interesting.
You have rad
I love
ads.
it.
Chicken
Yeah.
bone now is own.
So I would come. That was so my old artist that used to. He was full time there, and it would be the best thing. That's when I actually had a little bit of money to advertise in magazines, because I always wanted to be in a magazine, you know. And so the day came, I had enough money to be in a mag. I was like, holy shit, dude, we're gonna be in a magazine. It's a big thing, dude.
Totally.
I mean, people don't care much anymore. You know, mag. Fuck that, dude.
Which one did you go for? Thrasher?
Yeah,
I knew it.
come on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I was like, dude, I got the next video. The next video's lined up. It's called Chicken Bone Now It's On.
How'd you come up with that name?
Song, Shake Junt. Came up with another song, the hard to find song, dude. What's up, dude? Chicken Bone Now It's On, dude. It was the shit. So I was like, all right, that's
You know how many fucking people I heard saying that
I
in
love
the
it.
streets?
I still say it.
It's seriously.
That was the gimmick behind the first video, because I was like, because if you hear the song Shake Junt, it just repeats itself.
Of course.
And I'm like, that's what I'm going to use the whole way through.
Yeah.
And then same with Chicken
Becomes an
Bone.
earworm.
You know?
Yeah.
For sure.
But you made the chicken bone, the grip or the wax.
Oh, yeah.
You make the bucket of
That was amazing.
The bucket of wax.
Yeah.
We just saw that video the other day, man. That was a good time. Good time. Greasy for grinding. Yeah.
That was tight.
It was the shit. So I was a big Master P No Limit Soldier fan, and I don't know if you knew about those albums back then, but they had the best covers ever. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Over
mystical.
the top, yeah.
So, oh my gosh, it was the shit. So Brad Hayes was a big collector of that too. So we were fucking. You see how I looked over there?
Yeah.
Brian Hayes the fucking man.
No, I
Fakey Ollie Fakey Manny's crew. You guys got to stick
No,
together.
I'm such a
Dude.
big fan of fucking Brad
Yeah.
Hayes, dude.
So he would be like, you get the new whatever from New Limit. I'm like, yeah, man. So we'd collect all these fucking
Okay.
things, even if they suck. But anyways, I was so influenced by that. I was like, I want my ads to look like that.
Yeah.
So I'd go through some old ads and be like, shit, I know I can do this. Like, let's just get a photo of like, you know, Herman, can you sit up on this Cadillac holding the boombox? And here's a bunch of ones, and we're just gonna just get it crazy,
Yeah.
dude. It's Photoshop out of control.
Right. Yeah. I love it.
So that just was, that kicked off that whole vibe off that one.
So sick.
Yeah,
Damn.
good times. I love those ads.
Working out all the time. Are you pretty strict with your diet?
I try to be. Yes. Yeah. It's still like really tough.
What do you normally like eat in the morning? And
In the morning, I got this little smoothie I like to make. You know.
What is it? Is it a protein
You want to know?
smoothie? Yeah, I do.
You want to know?
Of course I
This
do.
Kind of.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you mean?
All right. In the smoothie is egg.
Raw egg.
Raw eggs.
Are you getting these eggs at Ralph's or are you getting them at a good place?
Get them at a good place.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, if you don't get the right. Yeah, I hear
Yeah.
you. You can get food poisoning.
Salmonella. Or no,
yeah.
I don't know what it's called. E. coli or something.
And then bananas, blueberries, oats.
Raw oats, not cooked.
No, not cooked.
Raw.
Raw oats. And then-
Quaker?
That'll work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
no. And then Greek yogurt.
Yep.
And the topping, condensed cold brew.
Condensed cold brew.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Little
I got to
there.
get that pickup. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
So
And then splash it with some almond milk.
You blend this fucking
I'm
thing
gonna
up.
go.
Really?
Yeah, because then I'm like, okay, I got the protein,
the
I got the
caffeine.
fruit, I got the caffeine hit. I'm straight.
How
chilling,
many
man.
calories is this?
And the workout program too.
Yeah.
That place is awesome. It's called Body Dynamics, and it's ran by my, now good friend Dr. Eddie, and he's taking care of a lot of skateboarders. This place though has got me back to skating multiple times when I thought it was really over with. Like they are like, okay, we're gonna send you. He'd help me send me to different doctors to look at my knee, and they're like, all right, you need a partial knee replacement. It's that time, like there's nothing else we can do. He's like, no, let's just keep doing this physical therapy. Let's just keep working you out. Let's make sure that you can just squeeze whatever is left. And then, let's get these injections in there because now it's like there's no cartilage at all. You have your kneecap rubbing against your other bone. So it's like barnacles are growing and it's terrible. It's really hard to skate at times,
It's painful,
you
yeah.
know? So he's got me back multiple times. And it's like that's why I go there still to this day 3 days a week for the last 4 years of my life. Like, and it works. It pays off. I wouldn't go just be like, cool, I'm getting fucking buff. Like, no, I'm going because I'm like, I'm still skating and I'm like 40 years old.
Right.
And I'm like trying to really do half cab crook lasers at 40.
I love it. Yeah.
What's up, dude? Let's
Seriously.
go.
Yeah.
Why? Because this dude is helping me out,
Interesting.
and it pays off.
How many times a week you go?
3, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
You drive down to Tarzana 3 days a week.
Dude, 9 Club every Monday morning. Thank you.
No worries. Yeah.
Seriously, I've
That's
never missed an episode.
Are you gonna listen to yourself when you're driving on Monday?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But everything's going good now, right?
Yeah, except for I need another song with Wheezy and we'll be straight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Let's,
Because I know you had Lil Wayne on the show.
of course.
here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So how did you end up on a Lil Wayne album?
So we were doing the Goat and the Occasional Others.
Yep.
We've done skate rock tours. We've done. This is kind of crazy. The Goat has. I don't know how this happens, but we've opened up for Cat Power.
Sick.
That was pretty.
That's epic.
That was pretty gnarly.
Was that because of Kevin?
We went on. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went on a West Coast tour with Cat Power,
That's incredible.
like Fox Theater in Oakland.
That's so sick. Just huge.
We're at the Fox Theater, and I got to sing in front of all these.
Was it intimidating?
They're here to see Cat Power. Now, I don't know if you've listened to Cat Power music. It's pretty mellow.
Yeah.
So here's this skate rock band going, look at that shit. Look, bitches in the bathroom. Like, just booze and fuck yous. We're right there,
No way.
Yeah, I'm just like, bring it. Like,
Really?
what you going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna make you like me.
Some of them liked it, though. They're like, oh, that was kind of cool. Bring me back to my high school days. Then we got to open up for Dinosaur Jr. in Paris.
That's insane.
Wow.
That was so sick. We're like, what are we doing out here, man? They're like, yeah, Thrasher doing this thing in Paris, and we, bad shit in the Goat. Let's do this.
Oh, my God.
We're like, wow, this is cool, man.
That's huge.
Then Arizona pops off. We're like opening up for fucking Bad Brains. We're like, for the contest, the big Phoenix contest.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, we got you. You're opening up for fucking Bad Brains.
That team
We're
must have
like,
loved that.
let's go.
Seriously.
Dude, all of it was insane.
Yeah.
The Cat Power stuff was gnarly, though.
Wow.
Like, because we're on a little tour,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Palladium.
Crazy.
Burley. So
Jeez.
that's going on, and then who knows? Like probably maybe Wheezy heard, or I don't know. He follows skating really well, so
Yeah.
he obviously knows about this band. So somebody over there calls me up and she goes, "Pick up your phone. It's gonna be the number you don't recognize from New York." I'm
Okay.
like, no, it was seriously 2 minutes after.
Somebody
like,
from there.
I'm like, it's calling me. What is that? I'm like, I'm not picking that shit up.
Wait. Somebody called from Wheezy's camp.
like a publicist, or like not a publicist,
And did they-
a manager,
Yeah.
like,
but they said Lil Wayne's going to call you.
hey, because we were giving Wheezy, like at the time we were hooking him up with Shake Junt.
Okay.
And so there was that connection, like, okay, somebody's doing the talking for, like, hey, Shane, dude, he's gonna call you pretty much.
Yeah.
Pick up your damn phone. Don't fuck up. Cool. Phone calls. I ain't picking it up.
Why wouldn't
Because I
you?
thought it was a joke. I was like, dude, no way. But then voicemail. No, it's fucking Wheezy. What's up? And he didn't pick me up. I was like, call back. What's cracking, Lil Wayne? What's good?
No way.
I'm in shock right now. You know, it's like, yeah, it's me. Like, anyways, I got a song I got to do, and I need it like in 48 hours. Seriously, I am on a deadline, and I'm gonna have my boy Mike Will made it send you the beat, and you're gonna get it and do what you got to do. Send it back. And I was like, cool.
You had a studio to do it in and everything?
I was like, let's go. Send it to me right now.
Wow.
And if that shit gets leaked, that's your ass. I know where to, you know, like, anyways, he sends it to me, listens to it. I write them. All right, I got to write these lyrics down.
Did it make it more difficult
I have
to you?
48 hours. I'm on a
That's what I'm saying,
here.
but did it make it more difficult for you to write lyrics knowing it was a Lil Wayne song that might be...
And you knew nothing about what the song really was about, did you?
No.
Or did he tell you, like, these are my lyrics?
No.
No?
All I had was the beat.
Right.
And it was not what I expected. It was on, like, some rock kind of hip-hop-ish vibe, you know? So I was like, okay, this is going to be challenging, but I'm up for it. Like, let's do this.
But it was like more on your vibe, though, right?
It was tough.
Yeah?
It was tough. But I was up for it. I was like, dude, let's go. Like, I can do this.
Okay.
So I wrote down lyrics, what I thought was good. I found my slot in the song I thought would fit. Obviously, I didn't write lyrics for the whole entire song. I was just like, I feel like I can fit here.
Oh.
So I called my friend, Big Business Productions, Brian Michaud, wrote for Bootleg. Yeah. So he's like, what's up? And I was like, dude, I got to get over to your crib. I got the beat. You know, record me.
Yeah.
And we can send it over. Pro as fuck.
Wow.
Do it, bang it out, send it to him. This dude works at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So you're sleeping, the phone calls like, hey, I got it, or you need to do it again. Like, no, he got it. And he was like, this shit is good. We're good to go. And that was it.
Wow. That
First
was
try? First try.
That's all I got. I didn't get
4 in the morning phone call.
Didn't get anything back as far as like, here's the final version for you to listen
Nothing.
to.
Oh.
So I don't even know what's going on. I'm just like, okay, he says he likes it. I don't even know if it's for a studio album, or I don't even really know if it's a mixtape.
You were kind of in the dark.
No clue.
Yeah.
How much of my lyrics are really going to go in? It could have just been like TikTok, scalau. It could have been just that, and that was it. You know, maybe he just wanted me to say Shake Junt.
Right.
Yeah.
Day comes, album comes out. I Am Not a Human Being Part 2 had the red like moth on the cover.
yeah.
Go check out the album featuring Shane Heyl.
No.
Get the fuck out of here, Wheezy F. What?
That's so tight.
Yeah. So yeah, me and Biggs go to Amoeba. I grab a couple, you know, buy the shit. I'm just like, there I am on the last song right there, and like it came with a bonus disc too, and it's like, damn, I made the actual cut. I made the real cut.
Right.
That's awesome.
I was psyched.
You didn't pay you.
No.
Well, I would have
You
sent
know?
Lil Wayne an invoice.
You know.
That's what I would have done.
You know what's weird is just never really getting to see him face to face. You know, because I just sent my lyrics over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he showed up at a Death Wish premiere, and I was like, "What's up, homie?" And he's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Thanks, big
So
dog."
sick.
You know, yeah.
I asked Lil Wayne to me be on his track. He said no.
Why?
I don't know. He was here. I said, yeah. I asked him. He said no. He's good.
You don't rap that much, though.
He doesn't know that. You know, I could be the best flow in the fucking West Coast.
You could.
Inglewood Roberts.
Inglewood Roberts. That's my name.
Damn.
You know, see, that's exactly the response that is appropriate.
I expect the Instagram name to be changed to
Inglewood Roberts.
Let it be known. Goatmouf Gumbo.
Inglewood Roberts.
You know what? Yeah, you're just having fun, man.
That's
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're just such a fun dude, man. When we go skate at the skate park and stuff, like
Yeah.
you are just. It's so fun to skate with you.
Thanks,
I'll just
man.
tell you, it's
Thanks.
like you're so in it, and you're so hyped for anybody and everybody there at the park or whatever. You know,
Thanks, man.
it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I want everybody to have a good time too, you know, and just like we all want to skate and just vibe off each other and just remember why we do it.
But you had a board come out, didn't you, for Baker?
Yeah,
So-
Baker board.
I believe I might be, you probably might know, the oldest to turn pro.
How old were you when you turned pro?
36.
No,
That is pretty old.
Wow.
Because when I got sober
Before-
and then I started to love skating again, I got into this thing like it wasn't about turning pro, but it was like all that shit that was happening to me in the past. All those like, damn, you blew it on foundation, man. Oh, you blew it on stereo. Oh, you blew it on Baker was born in front of you and you didn't get in 2G. You didn't even have a part. What are you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. Like I'm 30 years old and I'm gonna just catch up on all those 20s to whatever. I'm gonna give it everything I got.
Yeah.
For me,
Absolutely.
I need to look back when I get old at video parts, and I don't have any video parts that I was like, I didn't
Yeah.
stereo like, you know, whatever. So I gave it everything I got. Right. And then when the chicken bone video premiered, which I edited the whole entire thing
on iMovie.
No,
stepped it up a little bit.
We stepped it up.
Okay, yeah.
Final Cut.
Which I gave I gave everything I got to that video as far as like a video part, and then also stayed up for whatever film. Editing a video is
it's a long process,
dude. And so you're just like looking at your part over and over and over, and you're just like, I want to go get tricks, but I got to edit this video. Anyways, it came out. We premiered it. Andrew gets on stage. Yeah, whatever. And he's up there talking on the microphone. Herman and Braden.
You're up there too.
Whole crew. We're all up there like, fuck yeah, dude. Chicken bone, now we're sound.
Right.
And he goes, Shane, pulls it out. Fucking Heyl.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. No, I lost my shit, man.
That's
like,
so
I
funny.
did. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Is that a joke? Is that a one-off?
Yeah.
No, dude, you are pro for Baker. You've done it. You are now official. And I was like, Herm Dog, I know you guys are just like good looking out. You guys are good friends. And he's like, Shane, no, seriously, man. Like, you put in a lot of work.
You earned it.
You've been around for a long time. Like, you earned this pro model.
So sick.
And I was like, wow, dude.
Wow.
No way.
That's
This is
so
cool.
tight, dude.
Yeah, man. I was pumped, man. And so it was a short lived. I think I was pro for only 2 years.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah.
You know, and then because my knee got really, really bad, and I was like, I can't really skate the way I kind of want to. And there was like all these new up and coming amps, and Andrew was in the middle of just like a really hard decision.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta kind of let some people go. I think I don't know how do I do this. CJ was am, he needed to be pro. D, he needed to be pro. Team's too big.
Yeah.
And I was like, Andrew, just take my board away, dude. Like, why am I pro?
It was your decision.
Yeah, I was like, take it away and make sure you give my slot to CJ.
Okay.
Like, that dude needs to be pro.
Dope.
Purple Heart. Let's go.
Yeah.
But then he came over and he was just like, yeah, man, I finally did it. I was like, no way. He let some people go.
Right.
Legends.
Right.
And I was like, fucking doomed to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's the team now? Gibbs team. And I was like, oh, wait, where's my name? He's like, you told me to let go of your board.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't mean it. What are you talking about, dude? Like, you took my pro model away? Like, I'm no longer pro, dude. I was heated kind of inside.
No way,
I was like, this just happened. And I told him to do it. So I was kind of like, I was kind of torn up. Like, damn, it's really gone. You know, short-lived.
Hey, you got it though.
Yeah.
I did.
That's
You
right.
fucking got it, dude. That's tight as fuck.
Let it be known.
Let it be known.
First pro model.
Yeah.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah. And then you know, now it's just film another video part.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to be working on Baker 4. It's like, I know I have a home there. I mean, that's what I ride. They give me boards, anything I want, you know. It's just like, that's my family. Like,
And you'll be in the video for sure.
oh yeah, I'll be in the credits section,
No,
rocking it
not
with
even.
Beagle, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, have you ever seen a Baker video at the end? It's like got the hidden alley part.
Right.
It's got the Beagle part, you know, like.
How do
It's a
you
fun way
guys
to do it.
get the footage that you guys get? Like the random stuff out in the streets is.
How does Beagle
How does Beagle get that?
get that hijinks?
Just keep on recording.
He is the Duke of
Yeah.
hijinks.
He
It is incredible.
He just has the eye for it, man. It's just like, you know, just like,
Yeah.
don't take your finger off.
It's amazing.
You don't know what you're going to get. Some gold.
Well, let's get out of here, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, thanks for coming, dude.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Seriously,
it's been
I
a
appreciate
fucking
it,
great
dude.
show, man. You killed it.
Yeah, you got to get some of these Baker and Deathwish guys on here.
I
more.
know.
You-
Let's
you
do it.
That's it.
Definitely get a dive into the Baker stuff.
Right,
you know?
right. Well, the boss, you know, he said he wanted to come on, so we'll see.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I can't wait to see what you guys do next, man. It'll be fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you guys always kill it, dude.
Thanks,
You
man.
say Shake Junt.
And keep it
everything.
fun, too, which
Keep
is
it
good.
A lot
fun.
of energy and lots
Yeah.
of fun.
That's what it
Gotta keep it that
is.
way.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get back into advertising the mag, though, because I got some pretty cool ideas
I'm
that I want
sure
to do.
you
know?
do.
It's
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
I can't wait to see our Gumbo Inglewood ad.
Oh, I'm gonna have to work on that.
Yeah, get
tomorrow.
Hey.
Please do.
That is-
Just
yeah.
a mock-up would be amazing.
Yeah.
How dope.
Just get some
Oh,
Photoshop
man.
crazy skills going.
I'm
It's
sorry.
gonna be like Chris with like chicken wings and
Oh my god, I can't wait to see
Switch
that
flip
graphic.
manual somehow incorporated.
Yeah, we'll do
It's
it.
gonna
We'll
be
do
He's
it.
gonna be soda water shaking it up.
The bubbly.
Some of that bubbly.
Yeah.
just popping a Perrier.
You know what I mean? It's like, what's up?
Soda water. We actually, you know, we just we got some product in, you know, so I got a parting gift for you.
You got some 9 Club
I
product?
got some 9 Club,
some 9 Club product.
of course,
Right here.
right here,
Right now.
right now.
What's up?
Well, I know you're a beanie guy,
What's good?
so I know. Here we go. No 9 Club. beanie action right there, huh?
Let's go.
You know
For
what I'm
real?
saying? Yeah, put that shit on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
He just threw his old beanie across the room. Look at that.
It's good.
Yeah, that's hard.
This there you go.
Looks just like the other one.
You got an 8.
Hold on.
There you go. Oh, that's a ticket right there.
Put some
You know what I'm
pimping on
saying?
it?
Right.
Let me put some pimping on it.
Put some pimp. Damn.
You see my non-club beanie? Where do they got to go to buy it?
The9club.com.
I thought I told you. Nineclub.com. I thought I told you. It's nineclub.com. I thought I told you. It's nineclub.com. Gumbo Inglewood gonna give it to you all night to the early sun. All night to the early sun. All night to the early sun. Nineclub.com. Get there while you can.
Amazing.
Yes.
Nightclub, baby. Yeah. Thank you. 2 times if you know me, which you do. Hey, bring it in. Hey, distance.
Yes.
Let's go.
Everything that I've possibly done in my career outside of skateboarding has been for the sheer fact and the sake of skateboarding.
Right.
I've never did anything else.
Yeah. All you have to do is whisper. That's all you have to do is just whisper. Am I right or am I wrong?
You are in.
I mean,